Toronto in town at the Frost. The Dallas Cowboys fell in Denver to the Broncos 44-24, dropping them to 3-4-1 on the season. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ.
You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm your old pal, AJ.
Oh, man, you made some money this weekend, you can tell.
To my left, the one, the only, the great one, Mr. Rob Thompson. Good morning, Robert. Good morning. We both wore our green shirts this weekend. It's a big day.
I did.
I thought you'd be in your full regalia today. Like you'd be in your
my ice cream suit. My
whatever.
Stuff.
Like you'd look like you were in the Corps.
Why? We're same as we were last week.
Oh, no. Now you're 8-0.
Yeah, but we're third in the country and atop the SEC.
Yeah, just going around getting coaches fired.
And that's just what what the sad thing is. I think I talked about it on Friday. I had a sense that it would happen if A&M did what they were capable of doing. I don't want him as the opponent. I want to keep Kelly at LSU as long as possible.
Well, you said you just wanted him to survive through the end of this week.
I mean, what I want for him is to stay there and make LSU a very much Brian Kelly program. And he's done that. I don't want that to end.
I'm guessing LSU wanted Aggie to keep Jimbo Fisher.
Absolutely. Why would you want this guy fired? He brings perfect mediocrity. So why would the same thing? And at the end of the day, the comparisons between the two, I think, are very apt for the same reasons, though, for very different personality types. But for the same reason, Brian Kelly was never going to fit at LSU, and Jimbo was never going to fit at A&M. It just they were mismatched from the get-go. It was an arranged marriage that a huge dowry was paid. And you thought you might make it work, and it just never would have.
What's funny is Jimbo Fisher is, in a lot of ways, very much an A&M coach, but he was just getting typical. They thought that they were paying for more than a typical A&M coach, and he turns out he was just another in a line of typical A&M coaches.
He was like no other coach A&M had ever had.
Because he had star power.
Well, no. Well, I mean, Jackie Sherrill and Jimbo came in as these, we assumed kind of like a riverboat kind of gambler. Live on the edge, kind of like that.
I don't know why anyone thought. Like, he was always the same lame-ass offense.
Well, what he had done with Les, everybody knew that Florida State didn't have the money, and everybody knew that they didn't have the facilities, and everybody recruited against him, and we knew what we were recruiting against, and he always managed to put together good teams, national title-worthy teams with Les, and we felt like, give this riverboat gambler some money and let's see what can happen. And it just wasn't going to fit because we're not a riverboat gambler school. We didn't like that idea at all. Now, we're perfectly willing to play the game, in quotes, in between the dots, cheat. We're perfectly willing to pay with the best of them. We're good at that. Yeah. I mean, we always have been. But we thought the combination of the two would really work out. Where I think LSU sought to legitimize themselves with this Northeastern Kenny Yankee erudite coach that would make it, suddenly the Northeasterners, the Michigans, and the Ohio States will respect us while we go in. And no, you got to be who you are. And A&M is a grunt football team. 3 yards, a cloud of dust, and we'll throw it when we have to look fun. But at the end of the day, play defense and run a football. And we finally found a dude that'll do that. Don't pretend to be somebody you're not.
Well, we'll get into the Ags later on in the show. They're pretty good. They're
that was a prove-it game, and it was. Now we're talking.
Boy, there's tiger guts all over their cleats. What an ass whooping. We'll get into that, but let's start with the Dallas Cowboys, where boy, oh boy.
You allowed to have a bad game? Is it okay to say we're not very good over 5,000 feet?
It's just
we're not going to be very good at
it. They are. I mean, if you think that they are as bad as they can get, they're going to come out and win the next game. And if you think they've turned a corner and they might be pretty good, they are going to go out and embarrass themselves. It is just a ping pong match with this team.
I'll chalk this one up to. They're not good enough to take a weekend off, but it felt like this was a game that they circled like, we're not going to go up at altitude with the injuries we're dealing with and have any kind of prayer. We got to hope Denver gives us something. And they came out flat and never got anything. They had an opportunity, I thought, right when they had to settle for a field goal off that first drive. I went, uh-oh. They can't even pick up a yard with John. I mean, the way we've been running a football, and we can't even get this.
No, that was a
bad sign. And Dak was under duress to be kind all freaking day. It's like the Broncos were playing 13 defenders. So I think scheme was bad. I thought they got outcoached, and they're always getting outcoached on the defensive side. Now, the players some days show up, but for the most part, I don't like scheme. Scheme's been terrible. So you got scheme issues, and now you got one safety on the roster. So, yeah, they got their ass kicked up and down. It was an embarrassing, bad tail between your legs. There's nothing to look back on other than bad tape kind of football game. Yeah. And, the thing is, they still managed to score 24 points. I don't know how they did it. Looking back, I can barely remember any of it. It just seemed like there were 13 dudes chasing Dak all game long.
Well, one of them was a junk time Joe Milton touchdown.
Yeah, I was gone by then.
And the other two were grinded in from the 2-yard line. Javonte will.
But it took like 4 tries just to do that. It was just a miserable game. No, Shoddy got his ass kicked. Shoddy, as a coach, got his ass kicked.
I think the easiest way to describe it is the Cowboys were literally having to fight for every yard, and the Broncos, it looked really easy for them the whole game.
And they're not that good. They're good. That defense is upper echelon. I'll give them that.
Dude,
but that offense ain't that good.
They made Bo Nix look like John Elway, and I'm here to tell you, Bo Nix ain't great, and they made him look great.
Denver's better than I thought. They ain't great, but they're really, really good, and the Cowboys are exactly who we thought they were. They're a 3-4 average up and down EKG team.
1-4 away from home this year.
That's a sign of a bad team.
Yeah. That's concerning. And again, like most of this season, the offense has bailed them out. Like the offense has been good enough to keep them competitive in games where the other team was scoring a bunch. In this game, the offense couldn't keep up, and the defense just kept giving it up. That's how teams run away from you.
They couldn't run and couldn't pass. If you can't do that, what are you going to do? It was a terrible game. Dak, 2 picks, and both of them were on him.
Oh, yeah.
That was not bad routes. That was him in desperation. A lot of it is he was under duress, man. They came for him. It was all-out blitz all day long. Peyton and the defense, they saw holes in that offensive line and exploited it all game. There was nothing easy about yesterday. They still pulled 24 off, and, you give up 44. I don't care who you are. You're not going to win a lot of football games. I mean, I don't care how good their offense would have been. I don't think there's 44 points in them, so your defense let you down. Your quarterback let you down. And this is the kind of football team that I hate to say it, but we're going to have to deal with this all season long, this Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know. If scheme works, maybe we'll win. If it's bad scheme, we can't fix it. It's not like there's going to be adjustments coming.
Now, the bright side is the Cowboys have yet to lose 2 games in a row this season.
EKG, man. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
The downside is they have yet to win 2 games in a row this season.
So do we get to play nothing but home games? If we could do that, then there's a chance.
Yeah, you know what? They do have a stretch of back-to-back home games. They are home against the Eagles and the Chiefs right before and on Thanksgiving. So I'm sure that'll work out well.
See that, and traditionally and I'm being facetious, was also very honest. That Thanksgiving turnaround. The Cowboys are better at it than most teams because they've been doing it their entire career. It's built into their DNA, that 3 games in 21 days. They lose 3 games faster than anybody in the NFL. They over the years, we can lose 3 games in a matter of like 14 days better than anybody in the league. It's just in their DNA. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, they do that. November 23rd, home Eagles. November 27th, home Chiefs. December 4th, at Detroit.
So what is that, 14 days? 3 games of 14 days? I mean, like that.
I think it's 12 days.
3 games. I mean, like that, 12 days they can take a 3-game lead and tied. Bam! Quicker than any team in history.
So what a
they asked for this crap. We love Thursdays. Thank God we get to see this. But what a miserable thing to know that the fortunes of your season can turn around literally in 12 days. Ask James Franklin what 12 days can do.
It's just hard to parse what this team is now, and
they're exactly what they were when they traded Micah. AJ, this is the team that sacrificed all the defense. You threw the season. This has been it. I mean, I don't know what was your highest expectation. And I know pregame yesterday, the fun topic was the Cowboys got a shot. The Cowboys got a shot, an outside shot. Look at Philly. Look at this wide open division. No. It's kind of wide open in that Philly ain't what they were, but the Cowboys are exactly what we thought they were.
Yeah, I for the first time I thought yesterday it's like it doesn't matter how good the offense is.
Well, yesterday it wouldn't have mattered. You give up 44 points because I think the Cowboys legit should score 35 a game, and that's enough to win 7 or 8 games if you can score 35 a game. But you can't stop anybody. You can't stop anybody anyhow. Even on your good games, you're giving up miles. They're just not capitalizing, So yesterday was exactly who the Cowboys are with some variables. I mean, the injuries did kick their ass. Let's be real. I mean, when you're playing your last safety, I know you're putting Band-Aids on an open wound, but at least you had some players. You had somebody, and they didn't even have that. So a little bit of an excuse and less of a reason.
You know how many teams have scored more points than the Cowboys this year?
Is 2, 3? I mean,
1.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Cowboys' offense should be in, but at that.
I want you to think about this. The only team that scored more points than the Cowboys this year is the Indianapolis Colts, who they have scored 270 points through 8 games. The Cowboys have scored 246, which, if my math's correct, it's around 31 points a game. That's pretty damn good.
That's enough to be a 7-8-1 team.
Well, yeah, the Colts sit at 7-1. The Colts have a plus 116 point differential. When you put up 270 points, you're going to have a pretty high differential more often than not. The Cowboys, who have 246 points on the board, have a negative 4 point differential. Like, what?
Biblically bad defense. Not just bad defense, biblically bad. The kind that you go, well, remember the famine of 48? Remember how bad it was then? This is the kind of defense you look back on. Remember that defense of 2025? Gave up 8 miles a game and 31 points a game. You're starting negative 31 as an offense. As an offense, you got to score 32 points a game by the numbers to think you got a prayer.
They have given up 20 more points this year than the Tennessee Titans. They have given up more points than the Miami Dolphins. They have given up more points than the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints. The only team in the whole wide world you can think of that's given up more points than the Cowboys is the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's barely.
And, and while we know that this defense is going to be bad. We know the moment the trade was done that this defense was going to suffer. So it's easy to stay mad at the defense, but, I mean, Eberflus did start with one arm tied behind his back. Now, he's managed to tie his other arm behind his back and hog tie one leg now. But he started off bad, and it's gotten worse. But yesterday, I don't blame the defense. That was not their fault. We know what the defense is. We know that that's what it is. They've got to come and be so much more effective offensively. You got to out-scheme. You got to out-plan. And for the most part, you got to out-big play other teams. And it's worked every other week. But last night, nothing. No big play, no big plan. You were running for your life. You couldn't even run the football. And that's been the thing that has saved Dak. They couldn't even get that done.
All right, we'll continue this conversation on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We'll start with some good news. Just cleared that stall at 35 southbound at Highway 90 just south of downtown. That's now clear. Now, we still have this closure due to road work on 1604 eastbound Nacogdoches to Lookout. On 35 southbound, Eisenhower on down to Rittiman. 2 left lanes are closed, and then headed northbound between Rittiman to Eisenhower. We've got 1 lane blocked. Again, this is some overnight road work. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
My name is John. I could not lose the weight I needed to. The Institute for Functional Health Wellness program was the answer. It included a great deal of testing, supplements, and weekly face-to-face doctor visits. I finally had the accountability I needed. I am now 50 pounds lighter. I no longer have pain in my elbow, back, and hips. I have more energy and just feel and look so much better.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's lights out for Tulane. The UTSA Roadrunners host the Green Wave, presented by Cowboys Heating and AC, in a primetime national television game Thursday night in the Alamo Dome. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. All fans are encouraged to wear black. Come celebrate Halloween with us and turn the lights out on Tulane. Tickets on sale starting at $24. Purchase online at goutsa.com or call 210-458-8872. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit biglou.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio, with smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends, and our famous fully loaded chopped baker. The Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's, with 8 convenient locations. Orders for pickup or delivery at SmokeyMoe'sBarbecue.com.
We've reached that time of year, boys and girls. The NBA is upon us, and there's no better way to get in on the action than with Underdog. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, they are back, and playing on Underdog is so easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, points, rebounds, steals, blocks. You get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. I'm going to be looking at the Spurs early on, and I'm going with Victor Wembanyama, big man himself. Let's go higher on his blocks. I think it's a great way to start things off. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO, and you'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play for just $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. All right, let's we're continuing to discuss this Cowboys game, this decimation of the Cowboys. And Shoddy, yes, you weren't here on Friday, but he talked. I asked him, I was like, does your record feel like you've got the record your team deserves for the way you guys have played so far?
Perfectly average.
And he said, yeah, because we haven't had the consistency that we're looking for. And if you're not a consistent team, this is pretty much what you are. And he said, we just got to find that consistency. And obviously, they did not find it.
We could do we want to treat as reasons or excuses? Are there a lot of good reasons why yesterday happened? Or is it all just abject failure?
Listen, man, the idea that this defense isn't good enough when healthy to act like a couple players made a difference when they're not healthy.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm not mad at the defense. I'm not.
44 points to anybody.
They're terrible. I know that.
Yeah.
But what I'm mad at is an offense that was ineffectual, that couldn't move the ball, Dak throwing 2 terrible interceptions. The loss, while they gave up 44 points, to me landed firmly on the offense. I know what this defense is. I know this defense is going to give up 30 points a game. I know that. So offensively, you can never get yourself into a position to where you're pressing, to where you feel like you're going 70 and a 65 and looking for, or 75 and a 65 looking for cops. You're going a little bit too fast, getting a little reckless. That's how it felt yesterday, that they came in with a game plan that when they couldn't score at the 1 or the 3 and they ended up having to kick a field goal to start the game, I think there was a lot of, oh no, this line of scrimmage is in doubt. Oh no, we can't run the football. And I think the game plan kind of shifted. I think panic set in way too quick. And from that point on, it looked like Dak was being chased by 4 dudes the rest of the day.
They have become so reliant on CD and Pickens. The fact that Jake Ferguson had 0 catches yesterday.
Well, I think that there was an intent to take. Now, he did drop one. He had him a touchdown.
He only had 1 target.
And it was a touchdown that he dropped.
And Kevontae Turpin, I know they targeted him a couple times. first of all, wasn't great passes to him.
No.
But if I'm looking for a spark on offense, that's the guy I'm looking for to spark the offense. They didn't get it to him. He had one catch on the day. I don't know, man. It just –
that's it. The offense didn't come to play. The scheme didn't work. And to Denver's credit, those are a bunch of fast, mid-sized dudes. They're not big. They're all the same size, and they're all between the numbers are like 1 to 9. They're all small-numbered fast dudes that were on Dak, on running back, on screen game. They couldn't screen their way through. They couldn't draw their way through. They certainly couldn't drop their way back. It was a thorough destruction on the line of scrimmage. Thorough. I mean, there was no doubt that the defense owned the night.
And I know the secondary is banged up. I know Diggs. At this point, I don't even know how good Diggs is. I don't know. I don't know.
It's scheme, maybe player talent, maybe. I don't know what it is. It's awful, and that's why I don't even look to that side of the ball. I know.
That's what you expect
30
from them.
points.
Okay, yeah.
You come in knowing I got to score 35 to have a prayer. And you're right. No matter how good that offense would have been yesterday, they weren't going to catch 44.
That's the thing.
But you can't give the ball away twice like that. That's why I go back to the offense. If you know your defense is that bad, punt.
Yeah.
Punt.
They were unable to control the clock yesterday. They couldn't stop the run. It was
an ass kicking.
It was an ass kicking
by a high, but not even a really good team. High average. They're not terrible.
They're not. But you know what? The Denver Broncos offense should not be putting up 44 on anybody.
That's why everybody high fives. All the offenses seem to be fixed after they play the Cowboys all season long. After they play the Cowboys, at least our offense is moving the ball now. I mean, that's what Denver. Well, they've had 5 consecutive quarters of really solid football.
Listen to this,
New York, but.
The Broncos offense put 20 on Tennessee, 28 on the Bengals, 13 on the Giants. No, 13 on the Jets, 33 on the Giants.
Well, keep in mind what they did. That was how many in the second half, in the fourth quarter? Yeah. I mean, they had 3 quarters of average to bad football.
And that's arguably the 4 of the worst teams in the league. The Cowboys let them put up 44.
In every way possible. I mean, it was deep balls, gash plays, sweeps to the edge, speed plays, space plays. They gave up everything possible. And again, I'm not surprised by it. We've seen it all season long. I'm not going to be mad at that because I know who you are. It is all on the offense. And this is no way to go through life as a football team knowing if we don't score 35, we don't got a prayer. If we don't score 35 points, because we're going to give up 31.
Dude,
we don't have a prayer.
It is so hard to score 35 points in the NFL.
Well, as bad as it was, they still scored 24 in what felt like the worst offensive output since midseason last year when backup quarterback was losing 3 straight. Yesterday was terrible. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
And they still managed to get 24 points. So the offense is still pretty good even on their worst day.
Well, but also remember the 24th point came with Joe Milton in when the Broncos were.
It was trash. I agree, but still, the numbers will tell us.
The idea that the Broncos pulled all their starters with like 8 minutes left in the game, it was almost embarrassing.
Yeah, it was.
Jarrett Stidham's out there taking snaps with 6 minutes on the clock. I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Sean Payton does hate the Cowboys on top of that. He does have a deep hate.
It's funny because pregame, Jerry was he was waxing poetic about how great Sean is, and they've got a great relationship off the field.
Yeah, but Sean, if you go back, there was a time when he should have probably been the coach.
Oh, I know. They wanted him.
It never worked out. There was the Wade thing going on and him and Garrett, and it all was a mess, and he was available, but he wasn't, and he was happy in a Super Bowl, and so it was one of those things that if Jerry had played his cards right, and in hindsight, if he could rearrange the deck, Peyton would have been here and not those other 2. And I think Peyton held a grudge for a minute. Like, I know I'm better than the cats you kept around, and I still think he looks forward to beating the Cowboys. It's the rivalry amongst friends. Like, I'll kick your ass.
We'll get more into the Cowboys a little bit later. We'll get into more football later. I think what everybody needs is a smile, and the smile will come from talking about the San Antonio Spurs. We'll do that next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We'll start with some good news. Just cleared that stall at 35 southbound at Highway 90 just south of downtown. That's now clear. Now, we still have this closure due to road work on 1604 eastbound Nacogdoches to Lookout. On 35 southbound Eisenhower on down to Rittiman, 2 left lanes are closed and then headed northbound between Rittiman to Eisenhower. We've got 1 lane blocked. Again, this is some overnight road work. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the pit house to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
It's Breeders' Cup Weekend at Retama Park, Friday, October 31st and Saturday, November 1st. Admission is free on Friday and just $5 on Saturday, with gates opening on Friday at 10:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. Enjoy open concessions, great food, and non-stop racing excitement. Reserve your seat now for Saturday. That's Breeders' Cup Weekend, October 31st and November 1st at Retama Park off 35 South in Selma. Victory starts here at Retama Park Racetrack. Must be 21 or older to wager.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Having a tough time paying your bills? Learn how to reduce your credit card debt to a fraction of what you owe. Call the Debt Helpline now for free advice. 800-329-9912. 800-329-9912.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are live at the Roo Pub, 281 and Redland Road.
Monday Night Football to get you ready for, plus a Spurs home game and all the reaction to an incredible football weekend.
It always is. The Blitz starts Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
I'm 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's a good song. Good title. That's my weekend. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
What'd you go 2 out of 3 on?
I had my Aggies on Saturday. Spurs.
Okay.
Cowboys kind of let me down, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad indeed.
Better than even Steven.
Spurs continue to impress. Wemby continues to wow.
I don't know how, AJ, if you were doing color commentary, what's our new young kid? New kid?
I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. Who cares?
Jacob Toby.
Jacob. Is it Toby Jacob or Jacob Toby? Jacob.
Jacob Toby.
Toby? His name is Toby?
His last name, Toby.
His name is Kunta Kinte.
Toby.
Your name is Toby. Jacob Toby.
There's 4 or 5 holy blank moments in every Spurs game. Like, I don't know how you don't cuss. I would cuss in church if they showed me one of those highlights. If I was watching a Spurs game, and last night he did it again, where he had one of those 3-minute, oh my God, kind of, I'm going to block 3 shots, I'm going to hit a 3, I'm going to hit an alley-oop, I'm going to defend you on the outside, I'm going to cross you, I'm going to do everything a basketball player can do on a court. I'm going to do all of the highlights all at once. And he did it again last night where you're like, holy. I've never seen anything like it, AJ. Honestly, I've never seen anything like Wemby's first 3 games.
So with the NFL, I figured out a way, you can watch, the NFL does this thing where they package full games into like 10 minutes.
Yeah, what do they call it?
condensed.
Well, there's like 11 on 11 or 20 and 22 or something like that. There's a term for those.
I don't know what it is, but
package.
it's I've got access to it through NFL Network or NFL.com, and you can watch the condensed broadcast, and it's like you see everything that mattered in the game. I haven't figured out a way to do that with the NBA yet. Hopefully they do that. It's a little more difficult, I get.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to watch the Spurs yesterday. I told Rob, Rob was thinking about going to the game yesterday.
But
I said, dude,
1604.
I can't give up an NFL Sunday. Like it's hard for me to. We only get so many of these a year. I can't give up any. It's all precious moments, you know. I wish I would have gotten to see it because from the highlights, it's like,
dude,
oh my god,
it is really holy crap, and it gets to the point that he gets on these ridiculous little, I don't know, we need to nickname them, these little runs he has, where the first one and the second one are so amazing. Whatever those two things are, it might be two straight blocks, it might be a block, a crossover, and a dunk, whatever it is, where the other team starts stopping to watch him. So then you get two more highlights because they're letting him do it. You know, they're letting him go hit a three from the logo because everybody's astounded by what he had just done previously. I mean, it's not Jordan-esque. This is different. This is not this feat of, I didn't know a guy could jump and hang in the air like that. It's just, this guy has, from a genetic level, been built by the gods to play in the NBA and has been programmed to do it all. There's never been anything like this. There's been semblances, there's been bursts, but not a 3-game run like this.
What's funny is this was probably, at least statistically, this is the worst of his 3 games, and he was still it's a freakish line. To put into perspective, Wemby is now at the beginning of the season, we talked about where he was in the odds market, and he was already a minus money to win the Defensive Player of the Year, which is not a shock. That seems to be like I think it was minus 125, but that was we said that's basically a do you think Wemby plays enough games to qualify number, and he is now minus 275. So that is jumped through the roof. The MVP odds, though. We talked about him, and he was 6th in the MVP odds preseason behind Shea, Jokic, Luka, Giannis, and Anthony Edwards. He was 6th.
Mm-hmm.
He is now 2nd ahead of everybody that I just mentioned except for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's pretty close. Shea is a 2-1. He's 2-1 to be the MVP. Wemby plus 275.
Let me tell you, if it's even, he's winning. If it's even, Wemby will take it. If it's even, if it's close, if this goes all season long, and Shea has this team with the best team in the league and doing all this kind of stuff.
I mean, it matters if the team's success holds up. Which
I think even if they are, if Wemby continues to do this, he's the MVP, man. And there's no getting around it.
It's hard to imagine when you have a guy playing like this that team success doesn't hold up. Because
yes, he's a one-man wrecking machine.
It's hard to lose games when you're playing this well.
He's the giant 8th grader. He's the guy that's doing stuff that nobody else on the court can do, and does it for about 8 minutes or so, and gets the Spurs just pad a lead. They don't have to be great, but he's got enough gravity to his game that other guys are playing really well. It's allowing Dylan Harper some space to learn.
Oh, by the way, Dylan Harper, a great game as well.
Oh man, he's born to it. But of all the things that have impressed me this year, and certainly Wemby is on another level, Keldon Johnson, he has been the beneficiary of being big body Keldon again, where he can just go battle on the weak side against weak side defenders, and it is helping him tremendously. He's the most surprising of all the Spurs because his game is a direct reflection of Wemby's. All the gravity that Wemby offers opens up for Keldon. Those two play well together, and it's not like they're passing to each other. It's just that Wemby commands so much that Keldon's been a great beneficiary so far. It's really been a pleasant surprise.
I mean, quite frankly, everybody's benefiting.
Well, absolutely. I'm not saying that, but they're all benefiting. But to me,
Devin's much better than he
wide
was a year
open,
ago.
hitting shots. But the big body Keldon, his ability to weak side rebound, his ability to go get a bucket and pick up a foul, the attack mode stuff. He's earning a spot long term on this team where you want to keep him and have him around because you can expect him to do good things now. At least over this short period of time, he has been. We haven't need a separator. The Spurs have been head and shoulders better than everybody they played so far.
That Pelicans game was.
Oh, yeah. It took Zion being superhuman. And
you can't have it both ways. You can't use your superhuman and not allow their superhuman.
Exactly. No, their superhuman kept them close, but the Spurs on the road took them to task without two starters.
Well, and they've had 2 rocking chair wins out of 3 games. Yeah. I mean, this is
it's scary good. Now there's peril to come. These are young kids. It's not going to be super, but this is just extraordinary, man. And the thing is, Wemby has this tougher, meaner streak that I'm starting to see that I like. I like the flexing. I like the in-your-face stepping over dudes after he swatted them 2 in a row. I used to have a coach talk about pissing in a corner. He's pissing in the corner. This is my cage, and I appreciate the way he's owning the court now.
I like how they've looked so far. They did give up a 40 spot last night or yesterday to Cam Thomas.
But it was volume, man. He took 40 shots to get it. So
they get the Raptors tonight. I don't see any reason why it doesn't continue tonight. Like the schedule is opening. I mean, this team is barring injury. This is what we've been waiting for. This is not only a playoff team. This is maybe a contending team.
We could be this year's Pacers. We could be that team that maybe kind of, but no, it's starting to look real.
I still have a hard time putting anyone in the same class as Oklahoma City. It feels like and mostly I've seen them do it for a full season. I'm going to say they're still a cut above of everybody.
Well, there's Denver too. Denver's playing well too.
Yeah, but you know what, man? A 7-game series, I give the Spurs every chance against
right
Denver.
Now. Yeah, it's hard to argue. The Spurs are playing really, really good, and you keep waiting. We still got our best player. Well, we thought. Now he's, I think, our second best player.
I think
that's now a change in heart. But we still have our second best player and our most flexible, our jack of all trades player that hadn't played at all yet. So, and last night or yesterday afternoon, no Cornette, and it didn't matter. No Olynyk yet. It hadn't mattered. Pretty fun start. I can't remember being more enthused about watching the Spurs play. And now it's not just about a win. It's about the highlights that come along with it, the high five moments, the oh crap, I can't believe I just saw moments.
And I really think it's good timing for a team that has a lot going on right now off the court, an organization that has a lot going on off the court, to get the city buzzing about you. When's election day?
November the 4th.
November the 4th.
We got early voting. We need to check that. Early voting going.
Raptors, Heat, Phoenix. That's the 3 games between now and November 4th. I'll tell you what, a 6-0, 5-1 Spurs team, it'd be
hard to get out of bed with the intention of putting out that fire. I'm going to get out of bed and I'm going to vote against this.
Yeah.
And that would be an active vote against. I don't
Have
want
you
this.
gone to vote yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I saw you. On the commercial, it says there's a lot of, like, when you watch the Spurs game, all you see is commercials for Prop A and B. Like, that's the whole broadcast, it feels like. And even the announcers are like
They're
Prop
paid
A and
employees.
B. Yeah. But it shows like there's a lot of misinformation, and then it shows a ballot. Does it say on the top of the ballot, this is a tax increase?
Yes. And it is.
Okay.
That is a true statement.
But it does
a tax
say it in
increase.
like big bold letters.
But that's by statute. You need to say that. This is a tax increase, just not on us. It's on all foreigners.
But it
living
doesn't
abroad.
say that.
No, but the fact is that was one of the problems with how it was worded. There's a lot of things that go into politics that go far beyond politics, and this is one of those things that happen behind the scenes that you're like, man, are you serious? This is how you got to put it, but it is. So it is a tax increase, and you see that and go, ah! But when you realize it's not on us, it's those that are renting cars and staying in hotels, and it gets lost. There's a lot of constitutional amendments that do involve ad valorem tax increases, so it gets a little wordy, and you think, man, a lot of tax increases on this ballot. Just know that this is not on us. It's a tax increase, but on other people.
All right, we'll wrap up our Spurs conversation on the other side. Then we'll dive headfirst into football for the rest of the day. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your wall start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899, and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999, plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/greatplacetowork. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Dan, that spaceship-wide lunch meeting at noon, please say it's not more astronaut ice cream and powdered orange drink.
Negatory. Ground Control hooked us up with EasyCater, so now we can order from a galaxy of restaurants with tools to stay on budget and meet our dietary needs.
Thank heavens. My dairy tolerance and anti-gravity is not great.
And with EasyCater, it's all on one simple platform, so we can focus on space stuff, like that asteroid. So how about tacos? Hold the cheese.
EasyCater, a stellar way to order food for work. Order now at easycater.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Edwin, how much time do I have here?
Like 2 minutes.
All right.
I'll play the music one.
Okay.
You'll know.
Just to wrap up this Spurs chat, I'm certainly not trying to put a damper on anything, but it's 3 games into the season.
Keep in mind the worst season the Spurs ever had. They won their first 4.
Yeah, so I'm cautiously excited about what I've seen so far.
I'm absolutely giddy, man. I'm ahead of you. I'm ahead of you, man.
You're throwing caution to the wind.
It's just when you have a thing like this, who can just go off at any moment and take a game and swing it by 15 points by offense and defense in a matter of 3 minutes. He's capable of doing that against anybody at any time. That just for 3 minutes, you don't get to score anymore. And I'm going to go score a bunch of points, and you're going to foul me while I'm doing it. It's just nuts.
And it's funny because, and I've been, for the last 2 years, call me when Wemby turns into the thing that all you guys say he's going to turn into. Because, right, like, you watch him for the last 2 seasons, you can see the flashes of potential, but Wemby wasn't a great player the last 2 seasons. He was a good player, but he wasn't.
It's all come together.
What we're seeing right now, and I don't know, I mean, I will say when Yao started working with Hakeem, you saw huge strides in his game. I mean, I do think that'll help just about any big man.
But everybody. He's worked with Garnett. He's worked with all the stars because everybody wants to see it for real.
And everybody wants fingerprints on him. And, dude, right now, through 3 games, I see it. The hype is real.
Astounding.
Now just please stay healthy, mister. Please stay healthy. 6-pound, 8-ounce baby Jesus in the sky. Football coming up next.
This is the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio, with smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends, and our famous fully loaded chopped baker. The Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's, with 8 convenient locations, orders for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBarbecue.com.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Boo! I'm your old cheap water softener. Trick or treat, I got news for you. I'm not working again. Some days I just don't feel like it.
Just imagine what the inside of your home's pipes look like with all that hard water. Now that's scary.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm Jason at Connecticut Quality Water Softeners of San Antonio and the Hill Country. Don't let your old sporadic water softener ruin your house. Get a Connecticut. A Connecticut system can actually lengthen the life of your appliances, protect your pipes from buildup, and gives you soft skin and silky smooth hair.
Oh, don't listen to him. Stick with me, your old junky water softener. I'm lazy, but cute.
There's a reason Dave Ramsey says a Connecticut is the last water softener you ever own. Call us at 210-656-PURE, and right now we'll give you a free reverse osmosis drinking station right at your kitchen sink.
Ooh, I'm tired. I need to take another break.
ConnecticutSA.com.
The Halloween parties at the Rue Pub have become legendary. Plan now for the biggest and best Halloween party in San Antonio, Friday, October 31st. Kick off the party weekend at the 12th annual Halloween party with DJs inside the Rue Pub and Angry Elephant at 281 in Redland Road. No cover charge and a $1,000 costume contest at midnight. This is the Halloween party you don't want to miss. Friday, October 31st, the Halloween party of the year. We'll see you at the Rue and wear a costume.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute is starting to fill in. Now, we still have this closure on the far northeast side due to road work. 1604 eastbound closed between Nacogdoches to Lookout. And then on 410 northbound at Loop 13 North WWI. That wreck now off to the right shoulder. Road work continues 35 southbound Eisenhower on down to Rittiman. 2 left lanes closed. And then on the northbound side, that road work taking up 1 lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are now 3-0 on the season, winning their home opener against the Nets yesterday, 118-107. Wemby went for 31, 14, 4, 3, and 6, respectively. Spurs get back to work again tonight. Toronto in town at Frost. The Dallas Cowboys fell in Denver to the Broncos 44-24, dropping them to 3-4-1 on the season. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:04 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Man, good week for Texas A&M football. The offense really, really putting it together. It's one thing last week to put it together against Arkansas. Everybody can score 40 on Arkansas. That's that's not a big deal. This LSU team, though, as crappy as their defense has been all year, and I've been telling everybody this team, or as crappy as their offense has been, I've been saying, oh, this LSU team's not very good, not very good. Their defense has been good.
They fly to the ball. They're athletes.
Their defense is pretty good.
5 interceptions on Lagway. I mean, they did some things. They're capable.
A&M humiliated that team.
It was.
And they really did kind of, like, by halftime, they took their soul, and you could see they quit. Dude, I've never seen LSU, that stadium was emptying out in the third quarter.
And, there was a perfect storm because everybody read the room.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knew that this iteration of the LSU Tigers history is over. And as of this morning, it officially is. They let them go. They're going to put the $54 million. It looks like Frank Wilson, formerly of UTSA, is going to be the interim takeover to guide them through the rest of the SEC. So congratulations to a former San Antonian UTSA head football coach. But it was exactly as Elko scripted. This was exactly. This is revenge. This is things that have happened in the past that were extracted. Aggies are starting to walk the walk. They're believing in themselves, and they expect success, and that's a hard thing for an Aggie fan to now do. We're starting to tuck away this BAS, this battered Aggie syndrome that I still am a victim of. Yesterday on Saturday, no joke, all day I had a bad feeling. Like, this is the kind of game that A&M loses. They play down to their competition. They're on the road against a team with a head coach that was literally coaching for his life. And they went in, as you just said, took their soul, just beat them into submission.
Well, they've now, and they're also winning games on the road, which historically, this team just has not done. This program has not done in a long time.
We upset teams on the road. We don't win games that we are in it to win. You know what I mean? Aggies have had some nice upsets, some really pretty wins. A Bama one comes to mind, another. But to go into a team that is reeling, that is suffering, and to step on their, to beat them down. Normally, let them back in, let teams believe, and save a season for a coach. And I don't know how many teams over the years the Aggies have saved at least for another week. The coach gets to coach because he managed to beat A&M. But he would have been fired, but he managed to beat A&M. And that was not the case this weekend.
Well, now they've won games I've seen them win road games this year in 2 different ways. I mean, they're impressive road wins. The Notre Dame game where they came back and didn't let themselves get counted out. They clawed their way back into a game that it looked like they were going to lose. And then this game where they just started to pull away from a team that a lot of people thought was better than them. I give a lot of credit to this. And you know what? I admit when I'm wrong. At the beginning of the year, I said, what are people talking about with this Marcel Reed? I saw Marcel Reed last year look like just a guy on his best days.
Well,
and now we're seeing the explosiveness out of this kid. He can run. The opening drive, that was like a 40-yard run. Like, dude, he's got a connection with this Concepcion kid. They are – the offense for this team is a problem. Now, we'll see. If they ever run into an offense that can put up some points, we'll see how it goes. The good thing for them is I don't know that there's any on this schedule coming up.
If and when they lose, it'll be because they're not ready to play. They're better than everybody left on the schedule.
The remaining schedule are teams that on their best day – 2 of them, the two that have any kind of respect on them, Missouri and Texas, are defensively driven, and quite frankly bad on offense. And now Bo Prabula's hurt. I don't know what Missouri's going to do when that comes around. That's 2 weeks, and they play a bye game against Samford, and then South Carolina is just they're not very good.
No. They gave Bama a shot. You got to be ready for them, but no, this is a team that should be favored for the rest of the game, for the rest of the season, and be a first-round bye in the playoff. This is where they're headed.
Well, they are almost now, in my opinion, almost a lock to play in the SEC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
They can lose a game and still be in the SEC championship game. I don't see 2 losses for them on the schedule. Now, the Missouri game I do think is going to be tough. And then
Texas is going to be tough too.
The Texas game, who knows?
Yeah, no, this is not a done thing, and there's still reasons to prove yourself every day. But the fact remains that the Aggies, as you looked at the schedule, they have weathered the storm. This was it. They had to get through the LSU game. When you looked at the schedule, if you can get through that one, you get a breath of fresh air. And you got some teams on the other side that you should be better than, home or away. So they've done it, and they did it in ways that Elko wanted them to do it. This isn't by happenstance. I will say this: the thing that scares me about A&M is, first of all, there's no better defensive coaching staff in the locker room at halftime in football. I've never seen a team change every game. I don't know whatever you're doing in the first half, you don't get to do in the second half offensively.
Yeah.
And that's been in every game. Whatever you've done in the first half, second half doesn't happen. So the reaction has been great in the second half. My fear is you get down too much. And this is an Aggie football team that, while we love Marcel and this is a running football team first. And if they lose the running game and they're forced to kind of get it downfield, that's when Marcel is a little bit he gets challenged. So run the football consistently, you're in good shape, and they've managed to continue to do that and allow this defense in the second half just to start teeing off, just to start meet at the quarterback. And by the fourth quarter, in every one of these games, offenses just about raise the white flag. They're just about beating up.
And, dude, something that they have not been great at until this year is working the transfer portal. And, they've gotten some guys in. The guys just haven't.
They were wrong. Yeah,
they were wrong on
good.
it. But Concepcion and Craver, for those two guys, like, they pick guys who fit exactly what they need. And, and by the way, that's two guys who, if I'm not mistaken, they both beat up on A&M last year, right?
Craver especially.
Yeah.
That we went and Craver was
if you can't beat him,
well, the blanket, Will Lee, the cornerback, was like, the best dude I played all year was Craver. Go get him. And they did.
Dude, this team, it feels a little bit different, man. And just like you've got battered Aggie syndrome, I've got a lifetime of people going, oh, it's finally happening, and then it not happening. Like Charlie Brown moves the football from A&M. It's just what happens. And I don't know if I still don't know if I've seen enough to say A&M is championship level good, but they're going to be invited to the party, and that is something that it's been a while since we've seen it. And I've seen enough out of them to go, they're dangerous for anybody.
Over the weekend, watching Indiana play, in a basketball and baseball too. When you in the off season, when you're playing your club teams and you go to a tournament, there's always every now and again you show up at a tournament and there's two teams that are by far the best, and they always manage maybe a showcase game that we're going to get these two teams to play on a Sunday afternoon. And we're just going to see. We're just going to see. This is no records here. We're going to have a ref there, and let's just have us a little showcase, and let's go have some fun. I would like to have a showcase game against Indiana. I'd just like to measure myself because it's obviously A&M and Indiana are the stories of this college football year. Ohio State's a given. We knew what they were going to be. But Indiana is in the same boat right now with A&M. Like, I think we could win a title.
Well,
but our history tells us we can't, but I think we could. I'd like to have a little Sunday matchup. We're not going to count the records. Let's just measure ourselves. Let's see where we are with a month and a half to go.
The difference is Indiana was in the playoff last year.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as surprised.
Well,
I think, like,
different quarterback.
I don't know that you would have believed me if I told you A&M would be 8-0 right now.
No. Well, there's some that would say yes, but no,
I don't think
not.
anybody realistically would have believed it. And it hasn't. I mean, I had my doubts about their two big wins, the Notre Dame win and the LSU win. While they're both on the road, I had serious doubts about both those teams going into the game. I was not a buyer on Notre Dame or LSU. And fortunately for Texas, and this is just kind of the breaks of the schedule, I don't think they're going to play a team this year that I'm like, that's a great win for them. Against, I shouldn't say it's a great win. The Notre Dame win was a great win. LSU was a great win. I don't think they're going to have a chance to beat a great team until the SEC championship and the playoff. But I don't see why they can't.
The two best teams that you're talking about, those were good wins. Let me tell you, that win in Arkansas was huge for a lot of reasons.
But that's not against a good team. It's a good win, but it's not over a good team.
But it was a team that had every benefit of the day. It was a monsoon. The game was delayed for 2 hours. It's the first time A&M had been there in 15. I felt in 10 years, I guess.
But you just said they're a running team. That's the kind of game they should want.
But Arkansas played inspired football. They played above their depth. Petrino, offered some things they hadn't seen, and A&M overcame. They overcame a game that would have been a loss a lot of places because Arkansas played good enough for about 3 quarters to win that game. They really did. And it was because A&M let them, but they did. Yeah. That was the case. But they won the football game. They gritted it out and got tough and did the right things to win. And while we won't look back on the season and go, that Arkansas win really changed things, I do think it did because they had everything going against them as far as you're on the road and the first time you've been there. You got a team with a coach that's already gotten there. They get the bounce of the new coach. They got a Heisman talent at quarterback. He's not going to get that kind of credit, but he's got that kind of skill, and A&M gets smashed by those kind of quarterbacks traditionally, and they won it. So I think that game mattered more inside the locker room than even the Notre Dame game did outside the locker room.
See, the game that I've been the most impressed with them, it was a close win, but it was the Auburn win. And Auburn the season hasn't gone their way. They've had some tough breaks, but to me, that game – coming off the Notre Dame win where they just eked out a win and they were feeling themselves, that felt like a game that the Aggies would normally have lost.
See, you and I both going into that game, it looked like one. I just didn't trust that quarterback, so they didn't scare me like Arkansas did.
But they won a game where their offense didn't explode. That was one of the few games this year where the defense really carried them.
Thinking about it, they won it. They've won games in different ways, and without Moss, they were able to. They had a game where a tight end won it, where a tight end had a couple of good catches. So that offense has been stellar, and the defense in the second half has been extraordinary. The weakness in their armor will be if they give up big points in the first half. Can they fix the problem and continue to keep up offensively? And they haven't had to really challenge that yet. That's the next. I hope they don't have to, but if they have to, I hope they can do it.
Well, what I do know is they've done enough so far that they're going to have a chance to play against, even though there's no great teams on their schedule, they'll have a chance to play against great teams after the season ends.
Oh, they'll be. Well, you play an SEC title game. There's somebody on the other side.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn good.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get that, and then they're going to get an SEC championship game, and win, lose, or draw, they're going to get a playoff game. And that's a tough out, man. This ain't your daddy's Aggies.
Mm-hmm.
They do got a little something here. All right, I got to tell you guys. I want to talk about the other side of that game on the other side, LSU, and what it now is happening there because this is just fascinating. Oh,
remember
LSU.
when Les Miles was about to get fired and we let him stay for another week because we couldn't beat him? This one didn't happen that way.
We'll talk about that on the other side. Right now, I got to tell you about Underdog. That's right, football season. We're in the thick of it, baby, and we still got one more game tonight in Week 8 of the NFL. And you can make your picks and win money right now. And it's so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. You get them right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. I was killing it on Underdog this weekend with the UFC. You can do it on the NBA. You can do it on the NFL. There's something for everybody. Even the World Series tonight, you're going to be able to get something in on. I'm going to be looking at the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. I think the Commanders can hang with these guys. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes a little lower on his yards in this game and see if I can catch them sleeping a little bit. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code Alamo. Score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play for just your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right. Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. ever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999, plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinigle. You know, summer is behind us, so now is the time to get your roof inspected and be ready for whatever winter has in store for us. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. They're a local, family-owned company. You know, the folks at Stevens Roofing deal with the same weather we do. Your roof protects your home. It protects your family. For comfort, confidence, and peace of mind, get your roof buttoned up for winter. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or go to stevensroofing.net.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99, and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I want to show off the prep that I did for this interview, so if you've got your pen ready, write this down.
Got it, I'm ready.
Bo Nix this season, 4.9 yards per drop back against zone coverage, 6.2 yards per drop back against man coverage. So just throwing that out there.
All right, well, I got to go change the game plan, guys. All that man
man-to-man, you guys, all that man-to-man you guys want to see. Let me go get Flus.
Now you tell him, hey, man, back to the drawing board, buddy. Your old stuff is going to work here.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sport.
Hey. Poor Brian Kelly.
We can say a lot of things about Brian Kelly. Poor Brian Kelly does not apply.
That's fair.
In a lot of ways.
According to reports, LSU is set to move on from Brian Kelly as their head coach. And here's they are working on finalizing the buyout. LSU is not Texas A&M where they can just pull out a checkbook, write $54 million and say beat it. It's just not.
Well,
that is not it. They are it is a state school in a cash-strapped state. There ain't $54 million laying around.
You'd be surprised where money comes from in situations like this.
I'm not saying that they won't, but the problem is
you don't need it all today.
No,
you don't need it all today. You just got to go buy some kind of annuity. You just got to go find some kind of promissory secured note that'll allow him to go away knowing that at some point over the next, I'm sure there's a kicker that we get 10 years to pay or whatever it might be, but you'll get it all. Or you can, whatever. They don't have to come up with $58 million or $54, whatever that number is today. They just got to come up with enough to say, and we'll be able to pay you throughout the extent of this contract as we would have otherwise.
The other side of that is you got to pay him, but you also got to find someone better than him to take over the coaching job.
Better, different. I don't like Brian Kelly, but he has a record. I mean,
you're paying $54 million to get better or get different.
Yeah, to get different. You're not going. I mean, they went and spent the money last time. You're not going to get better. You're going to get somebody else who was just recently fired who hadn't done this before. One or the other. I mean, it's. I know this, that the next coach at LSU is probably very happy where he sits right now.
Yeah.
Wherever he's coming from, though, that alumni base has no idea he's going to end up at LSU. It'll happen, and then the name will start floating around, but they're going to go steal somebody from somebody.
Yeah, I was reading some stuff on Twitter last night, some LSU, like those fan-run blog accounts, things like that. And they were like putting together a list of coaches that would be off limits for LSU. And it's the usual suspects. It's like, okay, you ain't getting Kirby Smart. You ain't getting you're not getting Kalen DeBoer. You're not getting Sark. You're not getting Ryan Day. And I think that might have been the end of their list. And then they were like, are we missing anybody? And I was like, well, first of all, you ain't getting Elko at this point.
Yeah, but I think that's almost like us hiring Texas. I don't think they'd ever dream of hiring a coach away from A&M.
You ain't getting Marcus Freeman.
No.
I don't think you're getting Dan Lanning.
No. You're not. Well, Lanning would be possible. I think Lanning is in the realm of possible.
I don't think it is.
Well, see, this is why I do think it's possible, but improbable. But that's the kind of school that Lanning, I think, would. I think if you look at Lanning's arc, I think Oregon's a nice place, but it's not. I think if to really prove it, probably need to go someplace, and that's the only reason I say that. I think it's an apex job, Oregon. I'm not saying that there's anything lesser, I mean, or anything higher than that. But there's certainly better.
They just have deep pockets. It's going to be hard to pry them away.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you talk about, we have to take in consideration all these other outside factors that I don't think a lot of people consider. Like the reason Franklin could afford to be fired is their shoe deal kicked in. The Adidas people said, we'll pay to let him go. Well, nobody thought that the shoe money would show up to help with that. So I do think that LSU has avenues to find some cash to, one, wave goodbye to Kelly, and also this is an apex gig. It really is. There are, like I keep saying, there's 20 apex jobs. They all are outstanding in their own way. Some have more likelihood of titles than others, but there's 20 jobs, this one being one, that if you are to retire after a year there. You still rose to as high as the ladder takes you as far as the career path of a football coach.
Since the start of the BCS era into the playoffs, Alabama won 6 national titles. The only programs that have won more than 2 in that time are Ohio State and LSU, who both have 3.
This is a great
LSU's won one with 3 different coaches. They won one with Saban. They won one with Les Miles, and they won with Orgeron, who, Ed Orgeron.
They won a title with Orgeron. It tells you the strength of the program.
Ed Orgeron's an absolute dummy, and they won a national title with that guy.
This is an apex gig. It really is. So whoever they do get, look out, because Brian Kelly was just an abject failure.
But the thing about Orgeron was the reason why he was the coach to begin with was he was a cheap option. And it was at a time when LSU was having to pay off Les Miles to go away, and they needed a cheap option. And if you think Ed Orgeron was a good coach, I would ask you, why doesn't he have a job now?
He's a clown. But
he luckboxed into Joe Burrow.
Well, he helped to get Joe Burrow. I mean, there's something to be said about what Orgeron did do for that program, because it kept the bloodline afloat. It kept Louisiana in Louisiana, and that mattered to that football team in particular. We can say a lot of stuff. He put together the best college football team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
certainly the best offense.
The juggernaut that was. So while he's no longer a coach, whatever he did do right. LSU has a history of going and getting young, good coaches. I don't think that's not going to be a problem. They're going to get exactly who they need. And this is, again, an apex program that they're either going to get the best OC in the country, whoever that might be, or a very good coach at a middle school a middling school in a good conference that is ready for a bigger gig. I don't know where that is. I don't pretend to, but I'm very afraid of what happens next at LSU as a member of the conference that has to play them on a regular basis, because there's just too much talent there, man. There's too much for this to even be other than a speed bump.
Now, if I were LSU, I would have one focus, and his name is Lane Kiffin.
Maybe.
And my one focus would be finding a way to get him before Florida does. And I think Lane is perfect for either one of those jobs. They're both.
Where would you go?
Florida.
They have more resources. I'll give you that. But I'll tell you what, there's no better place to coach than LSU. If you're winning, that's a heavenly place.
Either way, he should be at the top of both their lists. And a lot of it's going to, and again, I just think Florida's probably got deeper pockets at the end of the day.
I think they're, at the end of the day, probably just a more slightly glamorous program, just by infinitesimal parts.
If you are great at Florida, you're on a different level than being great at LSU. Yeah. Like that's just,
and that's we're parsing hairs about upper echelon schools.
You really are.
I'm not denigrating what LSU is, but I do think Florida is a slightly bigger program.
The other names that I would look at if I were them, and this is one where you might be able to get the guy relatively cheap, but you're also taking a risk that he can handle the job, is John Summerall, who's at Tulane right now and having success right now.
I don't know. I know that program has been sustained after Fritz left, so that's a testament to this guy's ability to maintain after the legend left.
He's 43 years old. He has been at Tulane. He was an assistant at Tulane even like early in 2012. He was he's been in Louisiana for a while. He recruits Louisiana. He played in the SEC.
It has the feel of a Signelli hire to me, which could be brilliant.
Great, right?
I mean? Yeah, it could be. It has the feel of a guy that is electric, that just is waiting for the gig. Just give me the gig and I'll let this thing on fire. And that Signetti had to wait 25 years to do it, but it does feel like lesser school, well run, maintained, because Madison was good before he got there, right? Signetti made a good school even better. Yeah, there's something to that. I don't pretend to know these mid-level coaches. I just know that
here's one you do know.
LSU could use, and that sounds like a guy they could use.
Willie Fritz.
Well, yeah, I think Fritz has been waiting for that job for a long time.
Willie Fritz, he's already exceeded. He's already surpassed Houston's win total for the year. They're ranked. And Houston hasn't played anybody worth a damn. doesn't matter. They're already like exceeding all expectations coming into this season. They've been way better than anyone thought they were going to be. And your ceiling is capped at Houston. It really is.
There's any pros that would? What about Joe Brady? Remember how Joe, wasn't he the OC when they won that whole thing? I'm not saying he's worthy of being a head coach, but I know that he's done some good stuff there.
Take him.
Well, come on. So the Buffalo experience hadn't been perfect for you?
It's up and down. It's up and down.
Well, I'm trying to find in the realm of
apparently
coaches.
Joe Brady is very he's difficult to work with.
So he has bounced around a bit, so that doesn't shock. As an Aggie fan, I wish a pox on their house. As a football fan, I want LSU to be good. The world is better when LSU puts together a good football program, and I think that they're just a coach away from that, and it scares the life out of me.
I'm going to throw 2 more names at you. Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State.
I like him. That's a name that I think is he feels very much like an LSU coach. A riverboat
he's young.
gambler.
He's like, he's got a team playing well. They're playing above their ahead of their skis.
And makes quarterbacks good. He turns quarterbacks better.
This one is a long shot, admittedly, but how sometimes you just say different, like change of scenery or a change of coach. Sometimes a change of scenery for a coach can make a change too. What about Dabo Swinney?
No way in hell. No way in hell can Dabo coach in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's too much sin going on there, man.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it is not a fit. For a different, an entire, they're not going to go hire their grandfather. And that you'd be hiring in a guy that's here to crack the whip, and we're going to straighten things out, and we're going to go to church on Sundays, and we ain't cheating, and we ain't paying, and we're going to win at the old. No, that does not fit at LSU.
Well,
I think it might be a good thing for him.
Brian Kelly.
Well, see. I like the Dillingham hire, a guy that's kind of on the peripheral, feels like a Kalen DeBoer kind of thing, coming from a Pac-10 offense mentality. Lincoln Riley wouldn't be you wouldn't call Lincoln if you're
Lincoln
LSU.
Riley, I wouldn't leave.
I'm not saying I would take the job, but if you were LSU, would you call it?
Yeah,
I think I'd call him.
I'd call him, but yeah, I'm, dude. If you have a good Big Ten or SEC job, it's hard to pry those guys away.
And I agree, and I guess the USC is a good job. I don't consider it a good Big Ten job. I think USC, just because it's USC, is a good job. You get to spend half your time in L.A. You got the glitz, the glam, and it's easy to recruit there.
Very easy to recruit.
But you got a lot of cross time zones and snow, and and you're there are some detriments now to the situation USC finds.
You also get to live in L.A.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of benefits. Half my games are there. I get to recruit easy, and I get to bring kids to Hollywood, and I get Heisman candidates and all that.
Yeah.
But 5 times a year, I got to fly 2 time zones and go play in the snow. Where if I was at,
But you know what? There's a lot of people who would say when you play in the SEC, you got to be in some podunk-ass country town 5 days out of the year, too.
Yeah, it's a little different, though. It's
going to be in, Starkville, Mississippi. It's like
it's about the same as where's Purdue? I mean, the snow-covered Purdue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's half of one, six of another. But I if I'm LSU and I think I go offensive minded, I want to go get a guy that's going to score some points just because I know I can go get the talent. And Lincoln Riley would be a guy I'd call. I don't know if he'd take the call. It might be more than I could spend, but it'd be worth a look.
What about Mario Cristobal at Miami?
I don't know, man. He's the guy that I first thought of. Has he reached his limit? Have we plateaued with him? Is this his last and best shot right now?
I don't know, but I do know that. I mean, he does not have an SEC job.
No.
He does not have a Big Ten job. And Miami is not they are not as – in a way, they're kind of like LSU. They're not as flush with cash as you might think a program like that would be. They are way behind on things like facilities.
All that's true. I just don't know if he's the guy I want to trust with it. He's had a hell of a run for the last couple of years. I'll give him some credit. But
he's one of those guys who he will screw things up at some point. Like, he is going to cost you games at some point. But also, he is an elite recruiter.
Yeah.
Elite.
There's a lot to like about him. And maybe,
I think even more than ever, like in this day and age, like transfer portal and stuff like that, having a big-time recruiter as your head coach is a big, big plus.
It matters.
I mean,
Sark.
Sark's a great example.
He just doesn't seem like a fit there to me. I don't know why. I think he's a heck of a coach, but I think I need some more success to come from him before LSU, unless they see something that, those guys tend to see. I just don't think he's a fit.
What about Eli Drinkwitz at Mizzou?
Now, that's a guy. Now, Drinkwitz over and over said, this is my place. I was born to coach here, and, and he might be that, but I would certainly call him because he's one
of those guys who it feels like if he had better players, he could do a lot more.
And I don't know, but some guys just do better with less. And I don't know if he'd do, coaching stars is hard. It is. Yeah. It's hard. I don't know if he's capable of doing that, but he'd certainly be a guy that I would call too, because he's a program guy. When he shows up, he benefits the basketball program. Drinkwitz, he benefits the baseball program because he's one of Brian Kelly never helped the basketball program. He went in halftime and said y'all, but he didn't do anything to make you excited about the program. Where I think like Drinkwitz is the kind of guy that'll lead a pep rally at a baseball game. So he's a program guy that I think would be a good fit at LSU.
What about Joey McGuire?
Oh, man. Now we're getting into the realm
figuring something out, huh?
Now we're getting into the realm of there's those coaches, and I like.
And this is his first head coaching job, McGuire's. So he was one of those high school coaches that like went to Baylor and really got some things popping at Baylor, like.
So now, so I put Joey McGuire. Now he's on a higher level than Coach Traylor, but they're kind of the same coach. They've gone and they've landed a place that was perfect for them and have had really good success. I like him. I certainly think that Traylor, I don't think he's necessarily even a consideration for LSU. Not a good fit. But I do think that he's of the ilk where I might call him. G.J. Kinney is a guy that's on his way up, man. I'm telling you.
As the program's headed down?
I think he's proven that I can recruit, given talent, I can win with it. Now, I don't know if he'll ever get the talent in the Conference of Champions. A North Texas coach, I think, is a guy that's going to get some interviews. As the dominoes fall, he's going to be looked at to fill the hole that was created.
Steps, though, in my mind.
Well, I don't think he's an LSU coach, but I do think he takes the job of the guy that gets the LSU job. You know what I mean?
That. Yeah, I could see that too. All right, let's take a break. We'll keep talking college football. We're going to talk about Texas. Woof. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Institute for Functional Health, they're my doctors. When I say that, I need to preface this because I ran into some friends. I first walked into the Institute for Functional Health back in 2016, and I did not plan on them being my doctor. I did not plan on doing anything but having a meeting and talking with this doctor who I'd heard had some good ideas. I walked out thinking I've got a chance to lose some weight. As I continued to make him my friend and he became my doctor, the scope of what the Institute for Functional Health has meant to me has grown exponentially. Now they are the one-stop service for me. They still maintain or are part of my weight loss journey, but because of the journey I'm on, they've become my regular doctor. That's where I get my physicals and all that. The reason I'm bringing that up is it's a holistic effort when you go to the Institute for Functional Health, and weight loss is a primary, reason people are getting healthy at the Institute because Dr. Towers didn't crack the code. He didn't create anything new. What he did do was put together science, how you lose weight, and put that together with the coaching and the other side of weight loss, the mental part, and put together programs that work for people like us, that understands that we just can't go cold turkey on a lot of stuff, that balance matters, and all the things that go into a holistic, functionally healthy life can be applied to weight loss. And it works. I'm down 75 pounds, feel better now than I did 10 years ago, and my blood pressure's down. I do not take a single medication. No statins, no pre-diabetic medications, nothing like that. No no high blood pressure medications at all. I'm 60 years old. It's because of Dr. Torres. I want that for you. Call him today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website, IFF Health, is a resource. Go there. Trust me, if it's time to lose weight, there's no better option right now than Dr. Torres. Call him today. Change your life. And come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We did clear that trouble spot on the east side at 410 northbound at North WWY. That wreck is clear. Still have a closure with road work on 1604 eastbound. It is causing delays. Nacogdoches to Lookout. I-10 frontage road westbound Desavala to 1604. Various lanes are blocked due to road work. And on 35 northbound, Rittiman to Eisenhower, roadwork taking up one lane, and then southbound 35, 2 left lanes closed. Again, this is due to construction. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macysbackstage.com.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your walls start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899 and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports.
All right, 748, Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. Sorry, I haven't been able to keep up on the Brigade Bar much today. Still got love for you
Why,
guys.
AJ? Why haven't you been able to keep up with the Brigade Bar? Because I personally never can.
I'm having to use my.
That's right. See, you always have two computers, but today you only have one.
Yeah, my secondary computer is my main computer today. I forgot my computer and didn't realize it until I pulled into the parking lot and reached into my seat to grab it. And then my wife texted and was like, "Hey, are you gonna be okay without your computer today?"
No, bring it, honey. Will you?
No way.
Gather your gear and come. Bring it.
Way.
Pick up breakfast.
You missed it on Friday. I made a bit of a mistake. A mistake in marriage. Like, my wife talks to me about my wife doesn't work, and
that's probably not the best way to put that, but
okay. My wife,
she's not employed outside.
She's not employed outside of the home. But so she has a lot of time to read and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll come home and she'll talk to me about the things that she read about during the day. And sometimes I just don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. And I was like, you got to stop telling me about this all the time.
Oh, man.
I was like, I don't want to talk about this. And as soon as I said it, I was like,
how stupid are you?
I know.
That's just stupid.
And it was fine. I just won't talk to you about it.
See, that's dude.
And I
tactical error.
I went out of my way to apologize.
That's when you gather the boys around and go, I want you to watch this. I want you to get good at what's about to happen. But I'm about to kiss some major ass.
I brought home flowers. Like, I've gone way out of my way. I've gone above and beyond.
But we all step across that line, and every now and then you need to touch that electric fence just to know that it's still
it can still zap you.
Yeah. And that can zap you.
So the last thing I was going to do is say, yeah, can you bring me my computer?
Yeah,
because I already have, like, I'm meeting an old radio buddy for lunch today. He's coming into town for I guess there's like a Turnpike Troubadours show.
Oh yeah, at the Cowboy, yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming into town for that, and he was like, "You want to get lunch before the show?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So she was like, "Oh, well, all right," because I didn't invite her. What are we gonna do? Talk about? So yeah, I wasn't gonna have her bring my computer. So I'm like a caveman with just one laptop today. One laptop man. All right. We've talked a lot about that A&M game, both sides of the coin. Texas survived and advanced is the best way to put it. I've been saying this for weeks. Texas is not a good football team. You can say all you want. Well, look at their record. Look at the number by their name. They suck. I am not going to sit here and pretend like they don't, because I think anybody who's saying they don't is like they're just a fan, and that's okay. Like you can be one of these people who say, "Oh, my team doesn't suck," but your team's the Tennessee Titans.
Well, you are what your record says you are. Right?
No, you're not.
Well, you are. No, I mean, you are. I mean, there's something to be said for when, and I'm not saying they're any good, but you sit there, and they've won 2 games in a row that no team in the country would have won both of them. I don't know how
against
they
the 2 worst teams in the SEC.
I know, but I'm just saying there is something positively pulled out of this. That as bad as it's been, and the fact that you're getting this was Mississippi State's last gasp. I mean, it was this or the abyss, and LSU was in the same boat. But Mississippi State came to play at least. I mean, at least they came to play. They offered a defense they collapsed at the end. It's a miracle. It is miraculous. I have not how a team can look this bad 2 weeks in a row against 2 terrible teams and still do just enough to win it's inexplicable to me. So Texas fan, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I mean, my God, you've got luck on your side. You do. You have no business being where you are. So start with that as you bitch today. You have no business being where you are. You did something good. I don't know what you did in a previous life. Name another football team that wins 2 games in a row like that.
No, it just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
But also, name another program that we consider good who's in 2 games in a row like that.
I got that out of my system. I got it out because, my God, I've never seen a team so freaking lucky as the Longhorns. You can roll around in the mud. Eventually, you're going to get stuff on you. But right now, you're just muddy. You don't have the crap on you yet. Now it's coming. You're still in the mud. It's coming. But to your credit, I will say this. Texas kids, the ones that are going to be here next year, are learning lessons. They're learning lessons that will be valuable later.
Including Arch.
But it has – now let's focus on where Texas is. My God, what has happened? What has happened?
I don't know. I mean, listen, man, I'm a big believer. After quarterback, offensive line is the most important thing you can build. If you don't have a quarterback, it doesn't matter what else you have. Offensive line is key, and it's clear that Texas is just terrible on the offensive line. But
the recruiting classes for 3 straight years have been top 3 offensive lines.
I mean,
and it's injuries played a
duds.
small, but they're duds, and that's the scary thing.
You know what? A&M's gone through how many years in a row did A&M have like a top 5 recruiting class?
We couldn't keep them healthy. We just couldn't keep them on the field. The Longhorns have had a few injuries, but that's not it. So it's either duds or scheme, which is even scary.
I think it's been duds. I think they have a couple 5-star flops.
So it starts there. I will agree. It starts there, but it doesn't end there.
No, and you know this was statistically, these two teams were about even all game. Like the final score is indicative of how the game should have gone. Really, like when you add it all up, but the way that it did actually go. Texas was back against the wall, like they were about to be dead, and got bailed out by a punt return once again by Ryan Niblett.
Miracle.
And then the backup quarterback throws one pass in overtime and wins the game. It is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. And somehow they're favored over Vanderbilt this week.
I don't understand it, but you know what? I didn't understand the OU thing either.
We'll look at the rest of the college football stuff on the other side. More on Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
It's Breeders' Cup Weekend at Retama Park, Friday, October 31st and Saturday, November 1st. Admission is free on Friday and just $5 on Saturday, with gates opening on Friday at 10:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. Enjoy open concessions, great food, and non-stop racing excitement. Reserve your seat now for Saturday. That's Breeders' Cup Weekend, October 31st and November 1st at Retama Park off 35 South in Selma. Victory starts here at Retama Park Racetrack. Must be 21 or older to wager.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit biglou.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800 877-444-9336.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm opening my own coffee shop.
I smell a caffeinated catastrophe.
And I needed menu boards and banners printed.
What you really needed was a reality check.
Staples really came through. They printed menus and signs, even flyers in time for my grand opening.
And that's when the other shoe dropped.
Not quite. I got $125 off my custom print order.
Cha-ching! For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, turn your military rank into college credit. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Visit umgc.edu/SATX to learn more.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom. This SportsCenter update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We did clear a couple of our trouble spots. That wreck downtown, Bowie Street at Commerce Street is cleared, and the stall at 410 westbound Perrin Vital cleared. Now we are working an accident, Houston Street, Commerce Street, and on 90 eastbound Nogalitos. This wreck is off to the shoulder. It's still causing about a 5-minute delay, slow from General McMullen. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Arizona Cardinals for Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are now 3-0 on the season, winning their home opener against the Nets yesterday, 118-107. Wemby went for 31, 14, 4, 3, and 6, respectively. Spurs get back to work again tonight. Toronto in town at the Frost. The Dallas Cowboys fell in Denver to the Broncos 44-24, dropping them to 3-4-1 on the season. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:03 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Yeah, a lot of discussion on the Brigade Bar about who's going to start for Texas next week. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Arch.
I think Arch will be – well, it'll all be the diagnosis, but I can tell you this. If he's healthy, he's starting.
Oh yeah, there's no controversy there.
there's no controversy.
And to his credit, Arch played pretty well in that game, all things considered.
Is he getting better every week? I mean, I'm not saying he's good, but can you look at him and go, there's an arch, arc to arch, that every week he's getting a little bit better? Can you say that? Because I don't know if you can. I didn't pay enough attention to grading him. I knew that they won the game, so he gets the W. But
I mean, he was so bad last week against Kentucky. He last week might have been his worst. No, the UTEP game I think was his. I don't know. Last week might have been his worst game. It was in the discussion for his worst game. This week was in discussion for his best game, non-Sam Houston State category.
Considering he's doing a lot of it on his own. I mean, he's running, and he's having to find dudes that are breaking open after the play is broken down. So he's doing some work.
He also got sacked 5 times.
Would you rather him get sacked or throw an interception? So some of this stuff is throw the ball away or whatever. So I think sometimes I'd rather him take a sack, although those sacks didn't seem appropriate. But
and for all the talk about Arch, he can run. Dude, he's got 200 rushing yards on the season. Like, he's mobile, but he can't. You're not talking. This ain't Mike Vick.
He's not a runner. No,
this ain't RG3. Like, he's not a statue, but he ain't winning games with his legs. And that was kind of the thought, because we saw in just a couple short bursts, people were like, oh, did you see that run?
Well, hey, I witnessed it at a game in College Station last year.
But that ain't what he is.
No, he's not. And that was a different tool. I'm more and more impressed with him neck up. I see he has so much work to do. He needs to get stronger and all the decision-making stuff. This is I don't know where you go with Texas, because you are winning on borrowed time. You're not really waiting for one guy to come back to save you. There's a lot of little things that have just led to a team that just isn't very good right now. And I don't know if there is a getting better kind of thing.
It's funny, like last segment when you were like, you are what your record says you are. I believe that in some instances, but like when for a team like Texas that had national championship aspirations, like pretending you are what your record says you are, all it's going to do is get your ass kicked when you play somebody worth the damn.
I think Texas fan and Texas players beyond that. I think that there's a full and healthy understanding that the Longhorn brand has lent a little bit of luck, that you are lucky to be here. And I don't think there's a single player or fan that thinks anything different. But I do think there's some benefit to that. There's 2 games that this team had no business winning, and they won. So as soon as they can figure things out, whether that's coaching or scheme or health, it's a scary football team, because they are going to believe till the bitter end, you're not going to beat us. As bad as we can be, we can still beat a bad football team. So there is that, which most teams that go through this don't go through this like Texas is going through it.
Yeah.
That you get to suffer like you lost, but your record says you didn't.
Yeah.
And that's not a terrible place to be. Now, I'd like to be very comfortable and happy, but we don't have to do that much. We have something on our side, at least so far, that keeps us competitive. And I think it's more than anything else, no matter what, they're always the most talented team on the field. There's just more Jimmies on that football team, where one play that needs to be made, kick returner makes it, punt returner makes it, somebody making a play just enough to get through. Most teams don't survive man.
Was it 2 years ago where Pittsburgh, the Steelers, were like, they started out 9-0?
It feels like that 8-0, 9-0 where the collapse is intimate.
Every week I was saying, this is not a good team. They're winning games, and that's great. That's what the goal is. But this is build. What do they say? Building your house on the sand. Like if the sand is foundation, then your house is gonna sink.
Eventually,
it's gonna sink.
One thing's gonna go bad, and it's gonna be a house of cards that collapses. And I do think that there's a genuine sense that that's about to happen. But to their credit, to Sark's credit, he's fending it off for 2 weeks in rather miraculous fashion. Yeah. So I know it looks bleak, and it certainly shouldn't. There's certainly not any. The light at the end of the tunnel might very well be a train. But to sit where the Longhorn is sitting, I've never seen a team be this lucky this way 2 consecutive weeks. On the road, mind you.
Yeah. Let's look at what happened in the rest of the college football world. A team that's getting a lot of love is maybe the best team in the country, Indiana. 56-6 win over UCLA. They put a real harsh ending to UCLA's turnaround feel-good story.
They thought they were
They
about
said,
to do some stuff.
That's cute. You guys think you're good now. Oh, well, let us show you.
They're really, really good. They really are. They're really good football team. They hit you hard. They don't make mistakes. That quarterback can legitimately play. I mean, he's an NFL quarterback. He's not a first rounder, but I wouldn't be afraid to take him third, fourth round. He's got something to him. He's got a cannon. He's got a good arm.
Alabama had to come back against South Carolina. They get the win 29-22. They also have a hell of a quarterback. Ty Simpson, man, what a guy. Well, this kid can play.
That was a good win for them because they didn't play well.
Yeah, and I knew this was a bad spot for them, and they still walk out of there with a win.
Tough.
Oregon also didn't play well, walks out with a win, 21-7 against a Wisconsin team that's just gotten their ass kicked week in and week out. You could tell this was like an all-in effort for Wisconsin. And I mean, they still lost by 14 points, but it's the best they've looked in months.
And Oregon didn't play well.
No. Georgia Tech, 41-16 win over Syracuse. They moved to 8-0.
Can we put Haynes King in the Heisman watch?
No.
Please. Can
No.
we please? I don't think he should win, but let him go to New York. This dude is fun. He is the epitome of the modern, successful college quarterback. I mean, cast off, been hurt, finally finds a place. Let him play for the next 8 years. Let him just stay there, Georgia.
I mean,
He'll be Georgia Tech's all-time. Yeah, he will. He's not a pro quarterback, but man, oh man, what a fun year they're having.
Let's see. Where is he in the odds? Is he really? Oh, no, he is 8th in the odds right now.
All right. Respect.
He is 25-1.
This year's Bo Nix, man.
The guy's he's ahead of Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss.
He should be.
So the guys ahead of him, Jeremiah Love's 20-1.
Yeah.
Gunnar Stockton at Georgia's 18-1. Diego Pavia plus 850.
Yeah.
Marcel Reed 6-1. Julian Sayin plus 380. Ty Simpson plus 360, Fernando Mendoza plus 260.
Up with the guys you mentioned, and the Sayin kid, I discount him immediately because I feel like I don't care what quarterback's back there, you're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy, and you're a freshman, so we'll see you next year. Other guys, Pavia to me is the most fun candidate, but you know what I mean? My goodness, why not him? But all things considered, why not?
Why not Haynes King?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he is the epitome of the modern college. Older than everybody else on the team.
Here's why for me, because of the guys like Pavia or Marcel Reed or Ty Simpson or Fernando Mendoza or even Julian Sayin.
They're all better.
They're also doing it week in and week out against SEC and Big Ten.
This is just my favorite story of the season, just because this guy.
You got a little love for him.
Well, I do. I mean, what happened to him at A&M was wrong, but for a lot of reasons. But it's the epitome of a guy now finding a place after, terrible things happened to him. He got hurt in a bad situation. He's really the epitome of what went wrong at A&M. And to find a place, a low-key gig at Georgia Tech, and to really carry that team, that's a good story for college football.
By the way, Dante Moore fell to 50-1. Yeah.
What about Washington quarterback? I know he's probably not on the listing. I think he's pretty good football player.
Not on the list. Oh, no, Damon Williams Jr., 300-1.
Yeah, at least he's on the list.
He is on the list. He is one of the last guys listed.
Saying there's a chance.
He's got the exact same odds as Garrett Nussmeier now.
Okay.
So
one's up with an up arrow anyway.
Yeah, that lets you know. Ole Miss 34-26 against Oklahoma.
What do you do with Levy? You fire him, or do you go, man, it's pretty amazing you did that with those guys?
I mean, I think you got to give credit to Oklahoma for being where they are. It's sitting at 6-2. Considering you've had a quarterback who had a hand surgery in the middle of the season, I'm pretty sure the only reason they lost to Texas is because they played they played a guy that shouldn't have been on the field.
Probably.
But their defense has been so good. It was weird to see their defense just kind of get
shredded,
exposed early on. And I get it. I mean, Lane Kiffin's an offensive mastermind, but I'm not so surprised that they lost. I'm surprised at how they lost. I'm surprised that they got torched like that.
Is it just air leaking out of the balloon that Texas popped? That it was a slow leak now that they were just kind of
I mean, I think they've overperformed most of the season, and it's like the Houston Texans. When your defense is kind of all you got. Eventually, defense. Texas is another good example.
Yeah,
your defense starts to get tired, and then it's like, okay, well, now what?
Well, I know Mateer is not even close to the guy he was before he got hurt. It's not even. It's night and day.
Miami 42, Stanford 7. Mind you, Stanford was winning this game for almost the entire first half. Miami scores at the end of the half to make it 7-all. They score 35 points in the second half to not only win but cover the spread. That was a Mario knowing the spread play at the end of the game to get the ball. Like, there's no question. Because that was, I mean, you take knees there. You run out the clock.
His quarterback is running for Heisman, and he's jockeying for a bye.
Oh, his quarterback threw his Heisman away with those 5 picks the other day. That's out. Vanderbilt 17, Missouri 10. Diego still
he was the difference.
Still wowing.
He's the difference maker. And that young you mentioned earlier in the show, the Missouri quarterback, who it's been a relatively
Prabula,
he's a pretty good quarterback, at least for Drinkwitz, but he's hurt.
Yeah,
so.
and Zoller's played well. Diego didn't have his best day. The defense for Vandy, though, super strong again. They're kind of a magical team. You talk about the good stories. They're a good story.
Oh, man.
Vanderbilt's never supposed to be good at football.
I hope that in the world of seeding that they don't play. I hope Vanderbilt and Indiana don't play each other in the first round of the playoffs.
I kind of do.
I want them to match up later because there's such good stories.
I don't think Vanderbilt's going to be around much later. I think they're. If they make the playoff,
they're bye.
Yeah, I think so too.
But and if that's the case, it won't happen. But I don't want those two to go at each other first game.
BYU 41, Iowa State 27.
Huge.
BYU remains unbeaten. They're now 8-0, 5-0 in the Big 12. They were getting their ass kicked in this game by Iowa State in the first half, and they win the second half 24-3. Come back and win that game. Maybe I'm having to come around on this BYU team that I was not a believer in. But it's the Big 12. I don't know that I believe in anybody.
I still think the Tech's the best team in that conference, even if they.
Well, Tech 42, Oklahoma State egg, and I would guess if they were still playing right now, Oklahoma State would still have 0 points on the board. They were never going to score. I bet under Oklahoma State's team total in that game, it was 8. I said, there's no way they score 8 points in this game. And they didn't. I mean, they didn't score a point in that game. Oh, I've been saying Virginia's a fraud. North Carolina almost had them. 17-16, Virginia wins over North Carolina. They stop a 2-point conversion. I give North Carolina credit for going for 2. You take your chance. You're a terrible team. You take your chance when you get it. They do not get it though. Virginia survives. They move to 7-1. I will be fading Virginia going forward.
They make you play ugly. I'll give them that.
Tennessee 56-34 win over Kentucky. 56 points.
That defense held Texas to what? 13, 16 points?
I think 13, yeah. Or no, 16. Yeah, they lost 16-13. This one, South Florida. Poor South Florida.
Memphis is pretty good, man.
Dude, Memphis lost to UAB, though.
The game I watched them play on Saturday, that's a pretty good football team.
Memphis is now 7-1, and I guess they play in the best P4 or a G6 conference, I guess. They're probably the front runner to be the team that goes. But
this was the first time I've seen them play all year. I don't know how they lost. That's a good football team. They're big. They hit you hard. That's a good – I couldn't get over how solid they looked. Like, if you put them in the Big 12, they'd contend, man.
They were down 14 points in the fourth.
I'm just telling you, the football team I saw, I was surprised at how good they were. I know what to expect from the P4 teams. I wouldn't want to play either one of those two.
I feel bad for South Florida because they, by playing the schedule they did where they beat Florida – they beat Boise. Like, everything was set up for them. All they had to do was win this game. And their remaining schedules, UTSA, Navy, UAB, and Rice. Very winnable games. And I just feels – I don't think they are.
You think Memphis –
a two-loss South Florida team?
Well, given the alternative.
There'll be a James Madison or somebody like that, I think. I don't know. Maybe even Boise, who they beat head-to-head, but if that's their only loss, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to come down to. But, just a gut-wrenching loss for them. Louisville 38, Boston College 24. Cincinnati, you know what? I was dead-ass wrong on this one. I had Baylor plus 3.5. I thought Baylor would hang. No. Baylor is just in trouble, and Cincinnati's pretty damn good.
They are. That's a pretty good football team. I'll give them some credit. I wouldn't want to play them there for sure.
You mentioned Washington. They got a big win against Illinois, 42-25. Illinois now probably out of the top 25 for good. Houston gets the upset win in Tempe. They go to Arizona State, knock them off 24-16. It was 24-0 going into the fourth quarter. Arizona State fought their way back in.
The Big 12
came up short. Yeah. And then Michigan gets a 31-20 win over Michigan State. Nice little backdoor cover for your boy on Michigan State plus 14. Michigan State gets the late touchdown to cut that number.
That game could have been played in 1974.
No one would have cared. No one would have cared.
They set football back. There's a lot of running there.
Oh, you know who set football back? Colorado. I don't know what the final score was. It was like 84-13. Utah humiliated Colorado.
And humiliated was the reason they went to do that. That was the plan. Yeah. I feel like they're kicking a team that's really down. Deion,
Deion kept going into his little porta potty to pee because he was tired of seeing it, I'm guessing.
I feel bad, but this isn't working out. It's probably because health is really an issue.
No, it's probably because he doesn't have his kid playing anymore.
No, there's just not enough
his two boys were making him look a lot better than he is. That's okay. You had it. You just should have cashed out while you had the good sense to. All right, let's get into NFL on the other side. Not just the Cowboys. We do have some Cowboys sound for a little bit later, but we'll look around the league as well at what went on outside of the Cowboys game. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Arizona Cardinals for Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's lights out for Tulane. The UTSA Roadrunners host the Green Wave presented by Cowboys Heating and AC in a primetime national television game Thursday night in the Alamo Dome. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. All fans are encouraged to wear black. Come celebrate Halloween with us and turn the lights out on Tulane. Tickets on sale starting at $24. Purchase online at goutsa.com or call 210-458-8872. Be there because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
And Doug. Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first, then buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Hey, got a giveaway. Martin Amini going to be playing the Aztec Theater, the I'm Not Toxic, I'm Healing tour.
So this is a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, joke teller. He's a funny man. Funny man.
Me, Jester.
He'll be playing the Aztec Theater November 1st. That's a
big
Saturday,
room.
November 1st. If you want to go see some jokes, you want to get some giggles.
Find me funny? Does he amuse you?
That's right. Let's go with caller number 3. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see Martin Amini. I'm Not Toxic, I'm Healing. Saturday, November 1st at the Aztec. And if you don't win tickets with us, you can always get them at livenation.com.
I watched some college basketball this weekend.
That's crazy. Oh, it's early for that.
I'm scouting for the Spurs.
Yeah.
Doing some
for the first time in a while, I don't think the Spurs are even scouting.
No, but we do have a couple draft picks coming up. We got some number ones.
Lock it in.
I'm here to help.
Spurs are going to take some Euro guy they can stash. That's what's.
If you're a writer that's from anywhere north of, say, San Marcos, that's the standard.
I mean, that's
even
always
today.
what they predict. But this year, I think it's it's the right thing because now we're back to where who could you draft that could actually play?
Well, there's
unless
this weekend I saw a few.
Unless somehow you win the lottery, at which.
I think this year I legitimately look at probably 12 deep that you could probably get. If you're in the top, if you're in the lottery, you'll get somebody that can help.
Yeah, but I mean the Spurs don't. I mean
it would take a bad year from somebody else to get there. But
yeah,
it's my excuse to watch exhibition basketball in November. I mean in October. So if it's enough. And by the way,
I'm looking for reasons not to do that.
This guy, his name is Nate Ament. Just circle a guy
Tennessee.
that could be a guy that I would certainly like to work out at the end of the year.
Okay. The NFL Week 8. What a week it was. Kind of a wild one. The Dolphins 34-10 win over the Falcons. So Tua, after getting benched a week ago, throws for 4 touchdowns against the
How much of this was Miami and how much of this is Atlanta?
Dude, I mean, a lot of it's got to be on Atlanta. The Falcons scoring 10 points. I'll tell you what. If there was a trade market for Kirk Cousins, it's dried up.
What the hell, man?
They're
the dumbest team in football today. Atlanta.
Atlanta had an opportunity.
Yeah.
If they knew that Kirk Cousins was this, and I don't know that they knew, but I got a feeling Michael Penix hasn't been great, and they've been playing him over Kirk Cousins, so I can have a feeling they knew that Kirk Cousins was this. They should have traded him before you ever roll. Like, what you've done now is you've exposed what he is, and now there's no trade value with that.
Especially at that contract. There's a reason why he's still sitting there. I wonder how many people have actually worked him out and went, no.
I don't know, but they should have kept him hidden behind
I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I don't know how can the team that I've seen lay that egg against Carolina, yet play a Monday night game I don't understand that. They're the dumbest team in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just dumb.
I'll also tell you a bad sign for Quinn Ewers was at the end of the game, Zach Wilson came in and took knees.
Yeah.
That's almost a, hey, Bubba.
It was a nice shot.
Yeah, you were just as bad as Tua last week. We don't need more of that. We got that. No thanks. But yeah, Dolphins 34-10 win, moved to 2-6, and Mike McDaniel another week where maybe the first week in a while he hasn't had to answer questions about his job.
The good news is that his boss, his owner, did come out and say, "I'm not going to fire him this year."
I don't know if that's what owners always.
Well, I believe Ross because I think he would pull the trigger if there was any opportunity, he'd do it. But he just decided, and I think that the football team just played a dumb team in Atlanta. Dumb.
The Jets come back. They go into the fourth quarter. They are down 31-16, and they say, we're going to fight.
We're going to unleash.
They win the game 39-38 in Cincinnati. I said all week I was going to bet the Jets as soon as I saw a 7. I never got one, so I didn't bet the Jets, and I'm so mad that I didn't. I said this, it was a crazy number that the Bengals were favored by almost a touchdown over anybody.
After Flacco, we figured they'd outscore, and they did move the ball.
They did. They put up 38 points.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing. It showed the stats for the Jets this year, and the Jets had their best day in almost every statistical category. So think about that. The Jets played their best game of the year, of all season, and they beat the Bengals by 1 point.
You are what your record says you are. Hey, blind squirrel in a nut. The good news for Justin Fields is he's going to end his starting NFL career as a winner.
Maybe so.
He won't start again.
Well, you got your Bencham coming off a win?
Yeah. I think they'd have benched him this week. I think if the quarterback that they did have that was hurt, what's his Taylor?
Taylor, yeah.
If Taylor would have gotten healthy at halftime, they'd have pulled Fields.
Maybe so.
He's done. He threw a touchdown pass, but the winning touchdown pass was from the running back.
Yeah, Breece Hall threw the game-winning touchdown. Mm-hmm. The Patriots continue to roll, 32-13 win over Cleveland.
An extraordinary
Drake
win.
May's the truth, man.
Oh, he was under attack and won the football game. Dak was under attack and lost the football game. Drake May under the same amount of pressure. 5 sacks from one dude, and they win the football game. Extraordinary performance.
Yeah, I am usually I'm not usually right about who the guy is in any given draft class, but
he's solid.
I was right on Drake May.
He's solid.
That is he's I'd take Drake May over Jaden Daniels today.
I think a lot of people would. He's solid. Just a good quarterback. Makes the plays. Doesn't do anything dumb. Solid quarterback.
So I forget about Caleb Williams. That ain't even in the discussion. But
he does. The sad thing is Caleb Williams has more talent. He is a more talented quarterback. Can throw a better ball, bigger.
I don't know if he's more talented than Drake May.
Drake May, but Drake is a sum of a lot of pieces, and the most important one is neck up. He's just a smart, good quarterback. Caleb can spin it better than Drake May. You give him more, he can throw it further, more accurately, can run faster, do all those things, and it's not even close as to who you would take. I mean, we got a JV and a varsity quarterback.
He's also 6'4", 230.
That's what I'm saying. You look, he's a better prospect quarterback. Can sling it, can run, do everything. But is there any?
No, I'm saying Drake is 6'4", 230. Caleb's like 6'1". I typically lean towards the guys.
I like the big guys that can take a beating. I'm just saying that the sum total of quarterback. Caleb Williams has got more of the stuff, but there's no question who the better quarterback is. It's night and day.
Yeah, and it might be a stretch to say I'd take him over Jaden Daniels, but I think I would, and I think he's more built for the long term of the NFL too. I don't know. The jury's still out, but I do love Drake.
The jury's not out.
Between Drake May and Jaden Daniels?
Drake May is a good quarterback. And Jaden Daniels is a good quarterback too. I don't think.
But I'm saying I think there's a jury over who's better.
Depends on who you want. It depends on what you like. But the sum of the parts for Drake May is starting NFL quarterback. This is not a bad. He's got some Tony Romo in him.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. He's got something. There's a little extra there that you just don't expect to see, and every now and then it just pops up.
Okay, let me bitch about the Eagles' 38-20 win over the Giants. First of all, it sucks Cam Skatteboo's hurt.
Everybody
done for the season.
It's a matter of time.
A dirty-ass tackle by the Eagles, a hip drop tackle,
sucks.
And not flagged. Shocking.
Yeah.
But the most egregious, disgusting thing happened in that game on a tush push. 4th and 1. Of course, the Eagles go for it. Jalen Hurts pushes across the line. The pile's still moving. Giants player comes in, rips the ball out of his hands.
Sorry.
And then the whistle blows after he's recovered the fumble, and they say, no, we stopped forward progress.
Yes. The ball was coming forward. That's forward
progress get stopped on that tush push? They let that thing go until the whole pile falls over. Now suddenly you're going to get it both ways, that they once the ball's out, they can say, nope, his forward progress was stopped. That is crazy.
Well, I thought that the NFL didn't like the tush push. I thought we were going to try to use the rules to make it less available. It seems like the NFL's doing everything possible to let the tush push continue.
If you're not allowed to yank the ball out of his hands, then what are we even doing? Why even let the Eagles have 4th down? If it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, you just say, no, it's automatic 1st down. Let's just move the chains. What are we doing here? That's crazy, crazy shenanigans. Shenanigans, I say. On the bright side for the Eagles, Saquon Barkley looked
Finally.
like the Saquon Barkley of old. Big day for him, 150 rushing yards. Bills dominate the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, who came back on defense that had been hurt? The linebacker came back?
A couple guys. Well, remember, they were off a bye, so they got almost –
So everybody back?
They got most guys back.
That was a different team. That's a different team. Than the last time I saw them play.
A 40-9 win. James Cook, 216 yards. He had 153 in the first half.
What, he had a 70? What is it, 65-yarder?
Yeah,
that's an entirely different football team.
Just a dominant
like they got
win.
a good night's sleep.
And Maxwell Hairston, who hasn't played all year long, he was their first-round draft pick. He was out there playing corner. It was a
slump buster.
A much needed one for the.
Let's go out there and kick some ass.
The Bills, and poor Andy Dalton. Oh my God! Especially when it got to when they were down and everybody knew he was passing. He was just a sitting.
How many
duck,
sacks? 6? 5, 6 sacks. Yeah, that was a legitimate. Let's go out and flex our muscles kind of win. Buffalo needed that badly.
Yep. So get right.
And
game.
as a Josh Allen fantasy owner, I needed that as well.
Basically, Matt Milano, I think now is like their key injury on defense, and DeMar Hamlin has been out for a little while. So I mean, they're still not full strength, but they're starting to get healthy and starting to trust them a little bit. Ravens 30, Bears 16. No Lamar, no problem. I got bailed out. I had a bad bet on my I bet the Ravens minus 6.5 early in the week, assuming Lamar was going to play, and I was like, when they announce Lamar in, it's going to be Ravens minus 8.5. I'm going to have a great number. Nope. It was Ravens minus 2. So I had a terrible number, and the Ravens still dominated the Bears.
They found Derrick Henry. Welcome back, Derrick. Good to see you.
And also, good job playing Tyler Huntley instead of Cooper Rush. The Ravens offense is not built for Cooper Rush. The idea the Ravens going out and paying for a high-end backup and making it Cooper Rush doesn't make sense. Like they need to get rid of that as soon as possible. Texans 26, Niners 15.
That was by far their best game.
Yeah, CJ Stroud had his best day.
Good game.
The 49ers finally the walking
That's what you're
dead.
supposed to do when you're hosting a team that's beaten like that. Is you go out and you drive the football, keep your defense being great because they're not going to. Don't put them in bad situations. And C.J. Stroud, that's the way you win football games, man.
Christian McCaffrey, 8 carries, 25 yards. Has been one of the best players in the league all year. No shows in this one, and kudos to the Texans.
It's
for
a good
holding
win,
down.
and not a great win. That's a beat up team, and the record probably is better than the team. But if I'm a Texas fan, at least I woke up going, okay, we can. The defense is extraordinary, and the offense is enough.
You take it. I mean, that team needed a win desperately, and by the way, the division is gone because the Indianapolis Colts 38-14 winners over Tennessee. Indianapolis is for real. Now, Tennessee sucks. It's not a big deal. But Jonathan Taylor is back to being vintage Jonathan Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones is figured everything out in this offense. This is a problematic team. They are solid on defense.
It's going to suck in that first round of the playoffs when he throws 2 interceptions
Probably.
and they lose at home. It's going to suck.
But this is where, and there's been people who thought that the Colts GM gets a lot of love that he shouldn't because what have you done?
They're always slightly talented. They're always talented.
But you know what he did do is he built the offensive line, and it's not sexy to have a guy like Daniel Jones out there, but this offense is humming because their offensive line is elite.
And Jones didn't have to do much, man.
Nope.
Play action.
Buccaneers 23-3 win over the Saints.
MVP.
Well, he didn't have to do much in this one. The Saints did it for him. Spencer Rattler with a fumble and a pick. He gets benched. Tyler Shuck comes in, and he throws a pick. The Saints just a disaster.
It's too bad.
They're looking to draft a quarterback.
Because, no, they are. The Saints, that all-black uniform is the best uniform in football.
It's up there, certainly.
It really
is up there.
Too bad to look that good and play that bad.
I think the Raiders all-black uniforms are my favorite.
They look good, too. In an era where we're seeing some bad ones, I appreciate the good ones.
We've already spent some time on the Broncos-Cowboys. We'll do more of that later on in the show. Packers 35, Steelers 25 last night. Steelers,
Huge win.
Good first half, dreadful second half for the Steelers. And the Packers at 5-1-1. I still have questions about, are the Packers good or not good?
I think they're good, man. That Pittsburgh, that was a hard place to go play football.
It was. I give them credit.
And they played a good game. That tight end is a
Tucker
godsend.
Kraft. Yep.
And when you can just, in the fourth quarter, they just unleashed Micah. They just, that's a weapon. It's as good as having a stud wide receiver as a Jonathan Taylor. When you know in the fourth quarter, go get the quarterback. Go get him.
Yeah. And then finally tonight, we've got Commanders at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 11-point favorites tonight against Washington. Marcus Mariota going to get the start for the Commanders.
This could get ugly.
I don't think so, man.
You think Washington's got some fight in
I think
them?
Washington's going to fight.
Well, they got everybody back except their quarterback, so at least the offense might be a little bit of a threat. But Kansas City's starting to feel their oats, man.
They are, yeah. But Kansas City's a double-digit favorite.
It's a big. I think that, like I said, I don't think they'd be a double-digit a lot of places. But a night game like this, I think this is one of those Kansas City specials that they could unleash it on you.
The question is, like, what would this game have been with Jaden Daniels? And is Jaden Daniels – and by the way, it would have been about 4, Kansas City -4. Is Jaden Daniels worth 7 points to the line?
No, but I do think the combination of wide receiver and both wide receivers, I guess.
I think aren't they expected to play?
Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's going to help, but I think Kansas City is prohibitive, man. They looked really good the last 2 weeks.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do a losers segment. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot, 37 northbound Fair Avenue, southeast side of town. Accident in the right lane. Still working the wreck on the west side at 90 eastbound Nogalitos, right lane. And that's about a 5-6 minute delay, has you slow from General McMullen. On I-10 Frontage Road, westbound Desavala over to 1604, that's some ongoing road work. Various lanes are closed. And on 35 at Rittiman, southbound between Eisenhower to Rittiman, 2 left lanes blocked. And then northbound Rittiman to Eisenhower, 1 lane blocked with road work. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
Feel like hitting the jackpot? At Thomas J. Henry, we're giving away $5,000 in cash every week to 5 people from now till December. And then in December, we're giving 2 lucky winners $100,000 each. See rules and enter at thomasjhenrylaw.com. No purchase necessary.
The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest fantasy game. DraftKings Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for big wins, with every possession giving you a shot at real money. Here's how to play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more stats and unlock the upside every game brings. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 is available in your state. Plus, new DraftKings customers can get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles. Offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are live at the Rue Pub, 281 and Redland Road.
Monday Night Football to get you ready for, plus a Spurs home game and all the reaction to an incredible football weekend.
It always is. The Blitz starts Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello. There we go. Good morning, everybody. You know what? That's your first slip up of the day.
He could.
I got to give you credit.
He could blame you.
No,
your
my
mic.
My mic was on. It just wasn't potted up.
Oh.
Yeah. But Edwin's running a pretty clean board today.
I have to keep the mics down sometimes.
Why the hell would you do
For
that?
our protection.
Yeah.
Well, you don't worry about me.
No hot mic moments.
No
You
hot
don't
mic
worry
mo-
about me.
Oh.
If anything I say, I'll say to my friends.
Uh-huh.
Say it to my friends.
After Pat McAfee, I think you can say anything you
That's
want.
right. It's a Mellow Mushroom Monday. Let's go caller number 3. You'll win a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom, 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Some of the best pizza in town. If you haven't checked it out, go check them out. And caller number 3, you get to do it with 50 free bucks from us here at 94.1 and our friends at Mellow Mushroom. We'll have Jeff Traylor coming up in the next segment. But first, let's take a look at the losers.
You lose. You are such a loser. You're a bona fide schmuck.
Time now to find out who blew it this weekend. The losers.
You bunch of losers! Look who's back. It's the loser.
I'm going back to a better class of losers.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello, losers.
I'll start in the NBA, which is not a place I normally go for losers, but I'll especially during football season, because there's plenty in the world of football to get after. The Boston Celtics.
What'd you expect? What'd you expect?
This is just me kicking them while I'm down, while they're down. Well, here's what I expect. I mean, this is what I expected, but Vegas keeps saying they're better than this. Vegas keeps picking them to win games.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. They're 0-3. They got their ass kicked yesterday by the Pistons, got their ass kicked by the Knicks, lost to the Sixers to open the season. 0-3 to start the season. I think the second time in the history of the Celtics they've started 0-3. Couldn't happen to a better team. Hate it for them. Hate it for these guys.
It's going to be interesting to see if things get so bad that suddenly Jaylen Brown is trade me.
That's not going to be an easy contract to move. But if I were him, I'd get the hell out of there. I don't think he likes being around Jason Tatum anyway.
Well, now that it's only, he's alone and he gets to prove his mettle and things are this bad, I wonder how quickly he's going to start
how good is his trade value now?
Yeah, there's something to that. But no, not good in Boston. It's easy to find losers this time of the year. And this goes to the I told you so with Brian Kelly. It's obvious that everybody involved with this is a loser. But this is one of those, who actually thought this was going to work? Other than the guy who literally handed him the contract to sign, apart from that guy.
Brian Kelly, who left his comfortable job at Notre Dame on his own accord. He was like, I'm gonna resign and go to LSU.
That's up to. I mean, that's why he's there, because he believes that the impossible. But everybody to a man that I talk to, whether they're in the profession or not, this ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No.
This is a clash of personalities. The way that Brian Kelly wins is not the way that LSU. I mean, and every one of the reasons why not to hire him turned out to be true. Every one of them. So I don't blame Brian Kelly. Of all the losers, it ain't him. He was exactly who we thought he was.
Lost his way into $54 million
and
anyway.
There's that. But he was the coach that they hired. He was the coach they hired. It just didn't work. And to me, the biggest loser here is AD from Louisiana. That was just a terrible hire, and you're paying through the nose now, and you deserve it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that it didn't work out. I never expected it to work out, so I just color me not shocked. Let's just go with that. I think the Atlanta Falcons, I can't stress it enough, showing that Kirk Cousins can't play now is such a kick in the balls, because there are so many teams that are just quarterback bereft. You could have traded him and gotten just out of the contract, and you would have been happy. You get a fifth-round pick. Now nobody's trading for that guy. You're stuck with that money. You blew it.
What's the old saying? Rather be thought a fool and speak and prove it.
Dude, this is why whenever good teams have a chance to, like in Major League Baseball, this happens a lot. People are like, oh, I don't want to give up our prospects. You don't want to give up the guy who's
could be good.
Who's hit 30 home runs in Double-A off guys who are never going to be in the big leagues. You don't want to give that guy up.
He could be good.
Yeah, he could be. But you don't want to give that up for somebody who you know is good now. It's crazy. The worst thing you can do is show your hand. If you've got an unknown commodity, keep it unknown, unload it for a known commodity. The Falcons didn't do it, and now everyone knows Kirk Cousins is washed. You can't put up any offense on the Dolphins?
They're the dumbest team in football. They're the dumbest team in football.
Right.
Justin Fields, he's not a loser today. He won, but in the end, the guy gets to go out a winner. A loser that gets to go out a winner because he gets to win. He won a football game. He's never going to start an NFL game again.
I'm curious if that is the case.
I can't imagine why you would start him ever again. I know you won. You didn't win because of him.
No.
But I've never seen a loser go out a winner. But he's going to go out. He will be able to tell his grandkids he won an NFL football game.
I think he'll get another shot. I think it's...
As soon as Taylor's healthy, he done.
I don't think it's wise, but I think he'll get another shot. All right. Coach Jeff Traylor on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999 plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
The Halloween parties at the Roo Pub have become legendary. Plan now for the biggest and best Halloween party in San Antonio, Friday, October 31st. Kick off the party weekend at the 12th annual Halloween party with DJs inside the Roo Pub and Angry Elephant at 281 in Redland Road. No cover charge and a $1,000 costume contest at midnight. This is the Halloween party you don't want to miss. Friday, October 31st, the Halloween party of the year. We'll see you at the Roo and wear a costume. Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
It's lights out for Tulane. The UTSA Roadrunners host the Green Wave, presented by Cowboys Heating and AC, in a primetime national television game Thursday night in the Alamo Dome. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. All fans are encouraged to wear black. Come celebrate Halloween with us and turn the lights out on Tulane. Tickets on sale starting at $24. Purchase online at goutsa.com or call 210-458-8872. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least two players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick a right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot, 37 northbound Fair Avenue, southeast side of town. Accident in the right lane. Still working the wreck on the west side at 90 eastbound Nogalitos, right lane. And that's about a 5-6 minute delay, has you slow from General McMullen. On I-10 frontage road, westbound Desavala over to 1604, that's some ongoing road work. Various lanes are closed. And on 35 at Rittiman, southbound between Eisenhower to Rittiman, 2 left lanes blocked. And then northbound Rittiman to Eisenhower, 1 lane blocked with road work. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are now 3-0 on the season, winning their home opener against the Nets yesterday, 118-107. Wemby went for 31, 14, 4, 3, and 6, respectively. Spurs get back to work again tonight. Toronto in town at Frost. The Dallas Cowboys fell in Denver to the Broncos 44-24, dropping them to 3-4-1 on the season. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, right, no time to waste. Let's get to the Buyers Barricade guest line. Joining us now is the head coach of the UTSA Road Runners. Getting him off his bye week. I'm sure he's been soaking up the sun, probably not even thinking about football.
Refreshed.
Oh, just relaxing, catching some rays. Coach Jeff Traylor joins us. Coach, how you doing, bud?
Good. How are you guys?
Not too shabby, not too shabby. You never want to go into a bye week licking wounds. What's the overarching takeaway from the North Texas game for you?
I think licking wounds might be a compliment. It was an absolute beatdown, so we got a lot to clean up. That one was shocking, to be honest with y'all. I didn't see that one coming. North Texas, got beat pretty handily by South Florida. Obviously, embarrassed them pretty good. They haven't beaten us since 2021, so that's 4 straight losses. And our guys are coming off a huge win over Rice, and we did not handle Prosperity very well. And they seemed like a desperate football team out there, and my guys did not. So very disappointing in our effort. A lot to clean up for sure, and we got a great Tulane team coming in here on national TV, Thursday night.
Well, you talk about the quarterback and Mr. Maker last week. Jake Retzloff can do a lot too. What's the difference between Tulane's offense and what we saw from North Texas? We're just going to swing it.
Yeah, it's totally different. Tulane's is built more of a balanced attack, more of a pistol look in the backfield, stretch, play action, ball control, shots down the field. Where Eric's, more of an up-tempo spread, play fast. The quarterback they're different too. Drew would rather stay in the pocket, for North Texas, and he can run around, but he'd rather not. This guy is like watching Johnny Manziel or, the kid at Arizona State, Mahomes. He likes to do the exciting, wild. You'll think you'll have him, and he'll be out of there. He's an unbelievable athlete, leading rusher on the team. He can spin it. Was a really great quarterback at BYU, and he was a late transfer, and he's really made that team special.
As the season's gone on, and we've seen some surprising results, like last week Memphis losing to UAB, and then coming back and beating South Florida, and things have opened up a lot for who's going to get that that G5 invitation into the playoff. Tulane, with their only loss coming against Ole Miss on the road, and they've got a Power 4 win in their pocket against Duke. Do you think of Tulane as a team that is motivated by a potential playoff spot?
And they have 2 P4 wins. What a great!
They beat Northwestern too. You're right. Yeah,
they got Northwestern at home, got Duke at home. What I would give to get a P4 in the Alamo Dome just one time, just one. And somehow those jokers got 2 at home, and they traveled to Ole Miss. Just Tulane's name recognition. Them beating USC in the bowl game. Willie's last year there, a year before, or maybe the year before last. Willie's last year there. Everybody's heard of Tulane. They've been a great program for so long. They're right in the hunt. Our league is so tough. I gave the analogy, it's SEC-like. Like we eat each other up at this level. And I hope our guys, whoever it is, comes out of this thing standing with a good enough record to get in. But I hope we're not helping. I hope we're hurting their cause, not helping their cause.
Coach, watching the last couple of weeks, second half penalties. When you get a little loose and you're dealing with those kind of there's some that you can fix, the pre-snap stuff, and then there's the just the undisciplined stuff, and they start to pile up. When you're a coach, when you start to see this start to happen, and what do you do?
Well, you go back and look at every one of them. The first one, the defensive holding. Jimmy Wyrick there's not any way in the world anybody would call that kid undisciplined, right? And I'm not saying you do that, but you got to be careful, right? Because you just see 9 penalties, you think the whole team's undisciplined. The holding they called on Jimmy, it could be held 100 times out of 100. It could also be called 0 out of 100. It's just which officials look at it and what do they think. And that was an interception on the first play of the first drive, and that was a killer penalty. The screen we hit that was so big, and our left guard There's not a better kid in our program. And he barely grabbed the kid's jersey, and the kid did a great job of flopping, and it was a great screen. We got called back for 50 yards. The offsides penalties, those are the ones, to your point, the pre-snap. But both guards that did that, I mean, you know, I can't even explain it. I mean, I know we had to go on the clap. It was loud as heck there. North Texas did a great job. Their fans, it was homecoming. But you got to be able to handle that kind of stuff on the road. The maddest ones for me are the special teams when we clearly block in the back. That's total undiscipline. Those are the ones that just drive me insane. We've done a much better job of the post-snap stuff. You know, we've controlled our emotions, and I'm glad for that. But my point being, I know you didn't really want to go through every single penalty there. I apologize. But you got to look at all 9 of them.
Right.
And see which ones really are undisciplined. And usually undisciplined penalties come from undisciplined people. And then you got to discipline the undisciplined people. Your guys that are disciplined and they don't do that stuff, and it's just kind of a one-off, you just kind of got to move on.
What was the locker room conversation like, or whenever you got a moment alone with Owen? What were your sentiments on that game from him? What did he take away from that game?
Yeah, when you drop 4 passes that are as great as you can throw them, you just couldn't throw them better. I don't know what else the kid could have done, and I know everybody likes to put it on him. But he can't catch the touchdown pass, and he can't make the 3 third-down catches. I mean, I don't know where else you could have put those balls. Yes, he missed a throw to McCune on an out route on 3rd down. But the North Texas quarterback missed throws, too. They're going to miss some throws. We ran the ball well. Our inability to throw the ball better is mind-boggling, and I know you are tired of hearing about it. But we got to fix it, and I don't know how we can do that. We gotta hurry because time's running out.
Speaking about time, what day is it in your week? Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, and that's a Jeff Trailer, Carrie Trailer. You talk about a tough subject when she's wanting to know what my day's like today. I'm like, well, it's a Monday as far as the media is concerned. I've got radio and TV and, you know, that kind of stuff all day. But it's a Wednesday in the work schedule load, so I've got a double whammy today, and that just frustrates her to no end. So she's a freak, and she doesn't like me saying it's Monday and Wednesday all on the same Monday.
Coach, I know one of your big talking points with us, at least this season, has been that this team deserves better than the results they've gotten so far. Like, you think this is a really good team. Are you worried that the results are starting to pile up where this thing could get away from them? Are you worried about how your locker room's sitting right now?
It's a great question. You know, I know they're getting beat up pretty good. You know, 2 weeks of listening to how bad they are. How much does that start creeping in? I don't think we're a 3-4 team, but that's what our record is. And Bill Parcells is famous for saying you are what your record says you are. So anytime anybody just got blasted by their rival on the road and embarrassed like we did, you know, you're not going to get many nice things said to you, and you shouldn't. So it's a very fair point. We'll find out. You know, Greg Luca asked me the same question after the game, and I said, I'll let you know, Thursday night at 11 o'clock. And I think we'll know a lot more Thursday at 11.
On Thursday night, 6:30 national TV, do you start putting in your game plan when you have this extra time a week earlier, or do you kind of just follow the natural rhythm of the football season?
No, we put it in. We put in our base down calls, our 3rd down calls, all of our red zone calls. I'd like to get those things in twice. I just think that just makes it, you know, obviously common sense would tell you it makes it more comfortable for the kids. So we went last week 3 days and got our base down calls in, you know, and then we got our 3rd down, then our red zone. And then we practiced again last night, and we'll practice again today, and we'll practice again tomorrow. And then we'll be ready to go, and hopefully it'll be good enough. I know the Spurs are in town. It's Thursday night. But, man, the 22 to 25,000 that have been so loyal to us as long as we've been here, I hope those same people have a way to show up. I understand if they don't. I know the game's on national TV. It'd be easier to watch at home probably. But we really need them at the Alamo Dome to get back in this thing. If we could go get this one, You look up and you're like, well, what do you know? They're all beating each other up, and the Roadrunners just took one of the top ones out, and that could throw us back in the hunt. But we got to go get this one or we're in real trouble.
Coach, let me ask you a question. This is one of those if this or that. If you could fix one thing and you could pick one thing to get to turn around with the team, would it be turnovers or red zone defense? What would be the thing you go, if I got this, things get X amount better?
Yeah, it's not the turnovers. We have not been a team. And again, you want to look at the 3 in the third quarter, the call we made on the first play of the second half was not a great call. We did a terrible job putting our right tackle in great jeopardy when they just scored 17 unanswered points in a row. The momentum was going crazy. We should have ran the ball right there. That's totally on me. The second one with Robert, he's laying on top of somebody, and he'd been laying there for a while. And so Robert does not fumble the ball. Does that make sense? The third one, go back and look at it, man. We threw a swing pass forwards. They blow the whistle. They call incomplete. My receiver is going to get the ball. The official clearly in front of him says incomplete. It goes to a national review that took about 12 minutes, and they overturned the call. So, I know you're probably thinking, dang, Coach, you're making a soft bet.
No, that was a crazy moment. I'm not going to lie.
Game, and I call it like I see it. So I'm not going to get in. That's not something we've done this year. The defense not showing up is huge. 37 broken tackles. What the hell was that? Of all the things I'm worried about right now, that we cannot do. We haven't done that all year. We haven't done that historically here, except the last time we were in Denton in 2021. That's the last time our defense looked really that bad. So to answer your question with a very long answer, we're always worried about turnover because you're like, oh, Lord, does that mean the turnover bugs are showing up now? Right. But I didn't see that in the game. But I did see our defense not show up as far as tackling.
This is the team that needs to play some football right now.
Coach, on the bright side, you didn't let Mestemaker throw for 600 yards.
It could have been worse.
Apparently that's a thing that could actually happen. So you guys, maybe you did an all right job.
It felt like it. Trust me. If you were there, it felt like he threw for 600. I still see him. And the running back.
Coach, is this a legend that he didn't start in high school at Vandergrift, that he was just safety there? He didn't play quarterback in high school? Is that a legend?
Last game he started before the bowl game last year against Texas State was his JV year.
That's crazy. That is wild. Well, Coach,
pretty good walk-on quarterback, I'd say.
Not too shabby. I hope that your team's mind got right during this bye week. Hope you guys show up with a fire on you and get yourselves a good home win with that home cooking here at the Alamo Dome. Appreciate the time as always, and looking forward to talking to you after this one, Coach.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. God bless. Birds up.
Good week, Coach.
There you go. That's Jeff Traylor. You want to go see UTSA in Tulane? Man. Who wants to go see that game?
That tailgate's going to be party on Thursday. We got fall weather coming in. It's going to be in the
day
50s.
Before Halloween.
Oh, it's going to be a good night.
Oh, man. I bet you know what? I bet there's going to be some hot chicks there dressed up as like
in boots and little short shorts.
Or they're going to be dressed as like mice or kitties.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We get the combo of football and slutty Halloween all coming together with a bunch of tailgate and drinking.
That's right.
Oh, it's a perfect storm for a win.
There might even be a slutty Roadrunner costume.
Oh, it's scantily clad. El Chaparral showing some nalga.
That's right. You want to go to that game? Let's go with caller number 4. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see UTSA and Tulane. Coach Jeff Traylor and all our guests join us via the Buyers Barricade guest line. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. All right, let's take a quick break. Morning Huddle 94.1. San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning as you head into your midday commute. Still have a couple of trouble spots. I-10 eastbound Huebner, that's a stall, center lane blocked. And then 410 eastbound Blanco Road, accident right lane, a little bit of stop and go from Vance Jackson. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
1, 2, 3, come on! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Arizona Cardinals for Monday Night Football. Pregame at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors at GiveMeTheVin.com. Why did they sell us their cars? It's because you're worth more, and your car's worth more. I know that, and you know that. That's why I created GiveMeTheVin.com. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to sell your car for more money when it's time to sell. I'm sitting here waiting on the other end of GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Fewer daylight hours this time of year can make it harder for drivers to see pedestrians. Cross the street only at intersections and crosswalks. And when it's dark, carry a flashlight or wear reflective material. Be safe. Walk smart. A message from TxDOT.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Basketball season is back. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties. Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action where you can make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. I love playing on Underdog, where all you have to do is pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals. A guy like Wemby, blocks. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman. And
bum, bum. Hey, congratulations to Justin Elizondo.
He went low.
He went low, and low was the way to go. As Dak Prescott threw for 188 yards, Justin had 228. That was the lowest number guessed. He is our winner on the Stat Is Right. So Justin going to be heading to Arlington to see the Dallas Cowboys
That's a Monday night game, right?
try and bounce back against the lowly Arizona Cardinals. I mean, Arizona is coming off a bye.
Yeah.
And
they're in an existential moment, the Cardinals are.
I mean, the Cowboys are in a I get, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't get caught in the trap, because every time I think, oh, Cowboys couldn't be worse.
This is a lot. You can keep digging, trust me.
But it does seem like every time they have a disastrous game is when they come back and win.
This is this is what we've been saying the Cowboys were going to be all year. They will go as their defense allows them to go. If they can hold a team under 30,
yeah,
they got a shot.
And the Cowboys do play on Monday night. It's a weird scheduling setup because they play Monday night against Arizona. I don't know who at the beginning of the year was like, all my rowdy friends will come over to watch Arizona and Dallas on Monday night. But then they've got a bye week. And then an even weirder Monday night football game right after that against the Las Vegas Raiders.
So they go from 3 games in 12 days to 2 games in like 18 days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 games in 16 days? 2 games, right?
It'll be
the bye.
2 days in 15 days. 2 games in 15 days.
And then in a month and a half, in less than a month, they're going to play 3 games in 12 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Little
sucks
weird
to be a Cowboy.
The weird thing is, like, if you had said, okay, schedule, here's all the teams the Cowboys are going to play, with the exception of maybe the Carolina Panthers, the Raiders and the Cardinals seem the least likely candidates to pick as standalone national TV games.
It's to give the Cowboys a win on national TV. It's a little gravy. That was the idea. I'm just saying, that seems to be, I mean, why would they put those two national?
I think you always, like, the networks, if they've got a chance, we'll take
Cowboys
a Cowboys
and a
game.
win. You know, that's one of those things that the longer they stay in the lead, the more viewers I have. We don't lose any. They stay in the lead. I get more in the fourth than I did in the first. Front runners dive in on those games.
I would think they'd want any divisional game for the Cowboys that they can get. That's like, to me, that's the big prizes. Or the Packers game, that could have been a great Monday night game.
All of it. And if we're really going to quibble about the schedule, anybody who plays fantasy football, this weekend was I've never had
6 teams on bye.
I've never had a game where I literally had nothing on the bench. Like, I had to play every player I had. Either they were off, hurt, or playing. There was nobody scored on the bench.
I did too, and then Cam Scatterby broke his leg, so now I'm slumming. I'll be slumming from now on.
What do they call it? Something Mageddon? Bye-week-ageddon?
Bye-mageddon.
Yes. My goodness.
It was rough. Jerry Jones, for his take, he is they asked him because that was the big question. Everybody who talked to him before the game was, is this game going to determine whether or not you make a push or not? Well, here's what Jerry had to say if this loss changed his plans for the deadline.
Well, a loss is discouraging, but as far as my temperament, if I saw a proposition for us to help this team, no matter what this score was today,
is he at the grocery store?
I would look at it on the merits of helping this team. And if you're talking about trading for a player or trading a player, I'd completely look at it on the merits of the team, both for next week or the weeks after or for the longer term. So I'd have to answer your question, no, today would not affect a decision on trading for a player.
Okay.
Because they're more than one player away, I
yes.
think would be the answer. Yeah, sure. I think that I think they're looking more than they have, but to expect the Cowboys to make any kind of deal is crazy. Somebody else out there is going to have to be crazier than the Cowboys.
I don't know. To me, like that, I think they could make a move. If I were them, I would be very averse to making a move for this year. But if you said, okay, you can go, like I don't know if the Max Crosby deal is a real possibility, but if you could give up.
If you can get Henderson or Crosby, I think that, but I don't know why either one of the teams that have those guys.
Look where the Raiders are. What are the Raiders are playing for nothing at this point.
I concur.
And there's nothing coming down the bin that shows any sign of hope.
And Cincinnati, I mean, they're hoping for Burrow, but I don't think that's a realistic expectation. But if there was a long time ago when.
But Rob, hold on, before you move on. The difference between Crosby and Hendrickson is, if you trade for Hendrickson, you also then have to sign.
Crosby's got a deal.
Crosby, he's already locked in. So to me, that's reasonable.
But I agree. I think that they should be making the call. I just don't think that the Raiders are going to make that deal. I know that there's nothing left, but nobody is more of a Raider than he is right now. And if you got nothing left, he's the face
of their franchise.
And as a Cowboy who just traded away the face of their team, I can't imagine. I can't imagine the Raiders doing that because they need so much. They just need somebody to kind of, be the foundation. Hendrickson on the other side, if there's any prayer that Burrow can get healthy, which I don't know if there is or not, I don't know how you can even begin to try to make that deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that happens. But the Raiders, think about this. If you're a Raider fan, just put yourself in those shoes for a minute. If you have your first-round pick, which is going to be very good, and then you add in another first-round pick?
I would not fight it. I think that's a smart move for the Raiders, but they're so far away from being good that I wouldn't sacrifice this one thing that I got. You know what I mean? He's kind of like when the Cowboys had DeMarcus Ware.
Well, they do have Ashton Jeanty, and that's who they're going to try to build things around, obviously. And he looks like and Brock Bowers when he's healthy, it looks like
so there's something there. Like when the Cowboys let DeMarcus Ware, go be fruitful. We've done all we can. I don't think they're there yet. Maybe next year, but he might end up being the DeMarcus Ware cut loose. Go win your Super Bowl. You've earned it.
Here's what if I'm the Raiders, this is what I would do. I would ask Max Crosby, do you want to go? And if you want to go, we'll find a way for you to go. We'd love to keep you here, but we understand you've got a limited shelf life. And not that going to Dallas for this season would make any difference in the world, but I do look at
it'd make a little bit.
Well, it won't. It's not making them in the playoffs.
No, but it would help.
But I think if you look at next year we're coming back, and this offense is here. This defense should be a little organically better, and now you've got an elite pass rusher again. Who knows? You can at least see some sort of path to team success. That with the Raiders, there's no path to team success right now.
No, and the cost for Crosby might be a little bit higher than I'm willing to pay. The good news about him would be the money is already accounted for. I don't have to come up with any more. I can just make the math work now. I don't owe him a deal in 2 years. He's my guy for the next 3. I can see it happening, but I just don't see the Raiders letting a guy like him go. That just they probably move better wide receivers if they had a good tight end, whatever it might be, but a defender that looks and acts like a Raider. Yeah. Those are hard to come by.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
I'd kick the tires on it.
After watching Micah just in the game was over. That first sack was like 13 minutes to go in the fourth when Micah charged through 3 dudes and took down quarterback, running back, everybody in the same pile and got the sack. At that moment, you knew this game's over. They're now going to unleash Micah Parsons for 13 minutes, and they're not going to let Rodgers do anything. God forbid you get Rodgers in 3rd and 6. You're screwed. Man, that's such a game changer to have a dude like that.
Yep. All right. Frank says now 3.5 hours, 20 minutes of Spurs talk. Dallas Sports Star.
You just got here, brother.
Well, listen, we have talked more NFL than the Spurs. It's also football season, and we live in Texas.
And we still got more show.
Yeah.
We're not done.
Well, we're pretty much done. We've just got the daily lines to do. But, yeah. I mean,
they're playing it tonight. We'll talk tomorrow.
We'll talk plenty more Spurs tomorrow. Don't you worry. Don't
By the
worry.
Way, plenty of oh crap. I can't say the word, but a lot of OS moments yesterday.
Oh, no doubt.
Wow.
No
Holy.
doubt. Gary says, AJ, please tell me the daily lines you're pulling for the Commanders. A lot of your picks on Friday were wrong. A lot of my picks were wrong. A lot of them were right, though. Who called the Jets? All you guys did was laugh at me when I said I was going to bet the Jets. And the Jets win the freaking game outright. Got a lot of hatred for that one.
I went 2 and 3 in my picks this week.
Yeah, I think I did too in our little pool.
Not my best.
I had a great week in college football. Very meh in the NFL. Very meh. The Ravens did kind of bail me out, though, thankfully. The Steelers screwed me. That was a big loss for me. That one, stupid Steelers. All right, let's take that last break of the day. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the show with the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sense out of this all for the people that are wondering.
Are the people wondering, or are you?
I think they are. Should we have a poll?
No. No. You're poll-less today, Ryan Engel.
I am poll-less most days.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Hey, at Total Wine & More, you'll love what you find this Halloween.
Me thirsty.
Oh, hey, Frankenstein. Did you enjoy that Cabernet?
Oh, good. Want margarita?
Well, all the villagers are raving about this tequila.
Ooh.
And we have it at the lowest price in town.
Economical.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
The Gomez Law Firm is the firm that San Antonio turns to for personal injury law. We have Jose from the Gomez Law Firm here with us. With over 1,200 five-star Google reviews, the Gomez Law Firm is proud of the winning record and results that are attached to these reviews.
We encourage people to go online and look at our review because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable choosing the right attorney. And we assure you, you go to Google and look up our reviews, you're going to be satisfied.
It's important to hire an attorney you can trust, and the reviews speak for themselves. The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted provider of personal injury law since 1973.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
The Gomez Law Firm continues to fight for our San Antonio community, and the results matter. If you've been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then contact them today at joegomezlaw.com. That's joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male. With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. Your list.
Hello, friends. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Frank continues to complain about the lack of Spurs talk. Here's the thing, Frank. I'm excited about the Spurs. Rob is certainly excited about the Spurs. It is a Monday during football season. You're probably not going to get, truthfully, you're not going to get a lot of basketball talk on most Mondays during football season, at least not from, historically, not from our show. The Spurs played them tonight. I'm excited to sit here and talk Spurs tomorrow, but we had a full weekend of football to talk about. Cowboys, Longhorns, Aggies, Texans. We had lots of football to discuss. And I made some time at the beginning of the show to give the Spurs their flowers, I think deservedly so. But if we're during the NBA Finals, if all I'm doing is talking NBA, then, or if all I'm doing is talking NFL, then be mad at me then. But that's just kind of the way it works. NFL is what moves the needle in sports media. I've learned this a long time ago. But yeah, Spurs do get underway again tonight, game 4 of 82. And you know what? Let's start there with the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
The San Antonio Spurs 5.5-point favorites against the Toronto Raptors. Raptors are 1-2. Their losses are their last 2 games. They got blown out at Dallas. I don't see any reason why the Spurs don't continue to ride this wave of momentum.
Well, they're dealing with injuries. At some point, it will catch up. At some point, they're going to have to deal with guys on the court that probably won't be playing on those kind of things. They haven't had to yet. They've been blowing teams out.
But their depth is so great right now that they haven't missed Fox. They haven't missed Sohan. They haven't missed Olynyk.
I know. At some point, it will. It won't happen tonight.
I just don't think it's tonight. Yeah, I don't think much of the Raptors. I think this should be a good win for the Spurs. I lean to lay in the wood there with the Spurs. The Magic, 5.5-point favorites at Philly. Magic have not been nearly as good as certainly I projected them to be. They've and Philly, Philly's been pretty good, man. I think you might have a little value on the dog there with the Sixers catching 5.5 at home. I think give me that as well. Cleveland's at Detroit. Cleveland minus 2.5 in Detroit. That's probably the game of the day. That's a good-ass basketball game between those two teams. Celtics are at the Pelicans. Finally, Vegas is like, okay, enough. Celtics are underdogs here. Pelicans minus 1.5. I still like the Pelicans. I don't think that's enough points.
Zion is spectacular. There's not a lot around him, but he's looking like the Zion we hope to see.
What are the Celtics going to do to stop him? I can't think of anything.
There's nothing there.
I don't think so. I'll tell you another team that's been disappointing so far. Well, somebody's has got to go tonight. Either the Nets or the Rockets are going to win a basketball game. The Rockets are favored by 15.5, so it looks like they might win a basketball game tonight.
Cam Thomas is going to take 50 shots tonight.
He probably will. Hawks are at the Bulls. Hawks minus 1.5 on the road there. Oklahoma City is in Dallas. Oklahoma City, an 8.5-point road favorite. Oklahoma City's every game has been a grind for them. 8.5 might be a good number. Might be now.
I think that's where it'll be all year. They're getting everybody's best effort, but there's just so many things at Oklahoma that can just go right.
So shouldn't we then be looking to fade Oklahoma when they've got when there's a big spread, and especially they're on the road?
Yeah, this is one.
Although aren't the Mavericks on a back-to-back?
Yeah, but they've got their own particular issues. At some point, the grind will catch OKC. It won't be tonight. They're still really good.
Phoenix is at Utah. Phoenix is 1.5-point favorites on the road.
Why? I don't get this one at all.
I don't get it either. I mean, I know Utah's not great, but I would still have. I'd at least think a pick 'em. I'm catching points at home. Yeah, give me Utah. Denver minus 5.5 at Minnesota.
They're about to convince me, man. Denver's pretty good.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
I like what I've seen out of them.
That big center, having him, that's a game changer.
Christian Brown is really good.
Yeah,
what a player.
They've
man.
really grown into it, and Denver is legitimately. They're going to be low key, really good all year long.
Memphis is at the Warriors. The Warriors 8.5-point favorites. Warriors have been pretty solid so
they
far.
Are, man. Old man strong.
Blazers also been pretty solid. They're 2.5-point favorites at the Lakers. Is the assumption that Luka's not going to play again tonight?
Do they need him?
I mean,
he's out a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a week?
Dude, no LeBron, no Luka. I mean, you squeezed every bit of juice out of Austin Reeves last night.
51, baby.
And now you got to play on a back-to-back?
Well,
I think give me the Blazers, bro.
Really?
I think so.
That's a team in utter turmoil.
The Blazers just beat the Warriors last week.
They got a nice little bounce, but this is a different team. This is 3 days into the biggest NBA investigation of all time.
But who are the Lakers?
I'm just saying that I would just be a little bit concerned about a team that is just new coach, new plan. Everything's upheated, and you got a dude coming off 50 burger.
You know what I'd be concerned about? A team that has no players. That's the Lakers.
Yeah,
we gonna get Bronny James minutes?
Okay, if you feel good about a Portland team, there's just a lot going on there, is what I'm saying.
I feel you. I don't feel great about Portland, but
I wouldn't touch either one of them. But Portland, hats off just to be competing right now.
Yeah. The Commanders, 11-point dogs at Kansas City. I can't. 11 points is too much to pass up on. I mean,
I get you.
That's an outrageous number.
I get you, but this is. Marcus Mariota is just a shell. I know he's got more dudes this week than he did last. He's got McLaurin and he's got wide receivers to throw to. But man, oh man,
I agree. But I mean, it is so rare that the Giants win games by this kind of. I mean, the Commanders win games by this kind of margin.
Is Ms. Kelsey gonna be there?
And here's the other thing to think: short week, and they play Buffalo at Buffalo next weekend.
No, there's lots of reasons to say that Kansas City doesn't need to do much.
It doesn't. This just doesn't feel like an all-in spot for Kansas City.
To do much to win.
This is one of the old school Andy Reid games where they just want to run the clock out and get out of there with a 3-point win or a 6-point win, whatever it is. 11.
I mean, I saw what the Cowboys could do on that defense. So,
yeah, I'll take my chances. I just think the scheduling spot. Like I said, their next two.
The prep for Buffalo does matter. I didn't take that into consideration.
Yeah, short week prepping for Buffalo. It's just a lot of points to me. In the World Series. Oh yes,
yeah, they're still playing that thing.
Did you forget? What do you mean? It's Major League Baseball, the greatest World Series of all time that everyone really cares about.
Did Godzilla hit a home run yet?
Yes, okay. He did. He did. He keeps hitting home runs. Tonight, the Los Angeles Dodgers send Tyler Glasnow to the hill. They are minus 200 favorites against Toronto. Toronto going with Max Scherzer. Total in this game is 8.5. Credit where it's due, man. The Blue Jays bats showed up in game one. Yamamoto was just incredible in game two. How many nine-run innings are you going to have is the question. Are you?
That was such a crazy game because it was tight. I turned the channel. I forget what game I went back to. Come back. What happened?
Yeah, it was 2-2, and then there was a 9-run inning. I don't know if in the history of time a team's had a 9-run inning and lost a World Series game. I don't think so. But, Dodgers 2-1 favorites tonight in L.A. Glasnow is a stud, but in Scherzer, do we expect Scherzer to?
Hey, old man strong. I said it twice. I'm all for the old dude. Let's give me 6 innings.
Oh, you know what? He's going to have to bark at his manager to get him.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's looking to pitch for 6 innings.
I think it's going to be ugly tonight.
National Hockey League, St. Louis is at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a home dog to the Blues. The Blues are minus 120. That's kind of surprising. Pittsburgh 6-2 so far, 6-2-1. St. Louis 3-4-1, and Pittsburgh home dogs tonight. The Bruins are on the road in Ottawa, taking on the Senators. Ottawa is a minus 175 favorite on a short NHL Monday slate. They typically are short NHL Monday slates.
Travel day.
Yeah. So there you go. That is your look at the daily lines. Looking ahead to some of the NFL games next week. The Thursday night football game. Ravens, dare I do it again? Take 7.5 now, expecting it to go up when they announce that Lamar is going to play. They're on the road at Miami. 7.5-point road favorites right now are the Ravens. The Bears are at the Bengals. Who do you think's favored in that game right now?
By default, I'd just give it to the Bears because at least I know who their quarterback's going to be.
The Bears are 1.5-point road favorites at Cincinnati. I don't know if that's right.
The game they lost yesterday, though.
Well, I mean, the Bears got their ass kicked by Snoop Huntley.
Yeah.
The Chargers, 10-point favorites at Tennessee. Tennessee is so bad.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Cam Ward, my God.
The funny thing is, the one drive that Tennessee scored on, they had 3 consecutive positive plays. Boom, 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 touchdown. I thought, am I watching the right game? No, I was watching the right game. That was all they had. They had 3 good plays.
God bless him. Cam Ward's not good.
I'm not out on him yet. I think he's in a terrible, terrible situation. There's just nothing around him.
It is going to be one of those. They're going to ruin him.
I don't know if he's good or bad. He's just in a terrible situation. There's just nothing around to help and no defense to protect him, and they're just victims.
He is quickly going like the Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields route, where he's going to be. When he leaves, he's just going to be a lifetime backup. Like that's what he is going to aspire to, or if that, I don't know. Minnesota at Detroit. Detroit, an 8.5-point favorite over Minnesota. The assumption being that J.J. McCarthy is going to play.
Detroit's that good, man.
8.5.
I know.
Man.
But Detroit is good enough to do that.
Minnesota's 3-4, and I still think Minnesota's a pretty good team.
Only thing that's holding them back is quarterback.
Yeah. And I don't know if I trust J.J. McCarthy, but at least he's not going to give the ball away like Carson Wentz was doing all the time.
Detroit's good, though, man.
They are. Detroit is figuring it out.
Me.
Carolina's at Green Bay. Green Bay 12.5-point favorites. I'll be on Carolina. I mean,
that was such a good game last night for Green Bay. I've seen them do it twice to me this year. I've seen them show up in a prime position and play a really solid 4-quarter, all three phases football game. And they did that last night in a tough environment. Now, they haven't backed it up yet.
13s are starting to pop now. Like, the Panthers aren't awful.
No,
now, they looked awful yesterday, but the Panthers are generally a pretty good. They're 4-4. They've been okay. This number, 13-point dogs on the road, tells me that's like acting like they're one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, but here's what happened with Green Bay last night is they got the wide receiver back, Christian whatever. He's back.
Yeah.
That mattered, even though I don't know how much back he is, but he did make a difference. That tight end is a revelation. They're putting him all over the field.
Yeah. Colts 3-point favorites at Pittsburgh.
That's a good team. I like
that
Colts.
might not be enough.
Yeah.
Denver's in Houston now, 1.5-point favorites on the road in Houston. The Kansas City Chiefs at Buffalo. What's the line?
Chiefs at Buffalo. I'll take and it's there. Kansas City in 1.5, 2.
Kansas City minus 1.5.
1.5, 2, yeah.
I might be on Buffalo.
Dude, you could not have looked better going into this. The Buffalo could not have prepared themselves and set the table for a Kansas City game. Then they got out early. They whooped ass. They got to the quarterback and called the fourth quarter off. You couldn't have been more prepared to take on Kansas City.
Bills don't lose very often at home. If the Chiefs win tonight and if they win impressively, I could see that line going up. I might wait and see what kind of number I can get.
Man.
Dallas hosting Arizona. What's that line?
Gosh, same thing. 1.5. Cowboys at home.
Dallas minus 3.
3.
Ooh, Arizona off a bye.
You don't like that.
That's a big
either
number.
way.
All right, friends, that does it for us today. The Blitz comes up at 2.
They're at the Roo Pub tonight. Go check them out.
Roo Pub. They'll be there for the NFL and for the Wimby party.
Lots of TVs there.
Yeah, go check them out up there. And we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll come in and I guess we'll just start all over.
Maybe even talk a lot of Spurs.
Maybe so.
Settle down.
Keep somebody happy.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ.